I mean, he is a big part of this offense.
And a dangerous return. That's really where he made his name for himself.
Right.
Pinheiro puts the ball on the tee. Carolina will kick it off from right to left. The rain has picked up. Then it tapered off. Right now it's fairly steady. The approach, Pinheiro, we're underway. Kick is taken by Patterson at the 2. Middle of the field, Patterson 20, 25, flag down, and he gets dropped at the 27-yard line along the left hash by Sam Franklin Jr. on special teams. So we're going to hear from referee Adrian Hill early tonight, 4th year as a ref, joined the NFL in 2010.
Holding against the return team, number 28, 10-yard penalty. First down, Atlanta.
It is Mike Ford, and the Falcons are going to be deep in their own territory to open play.
You got it out past the 25, and so you felt pretty good about yourself. But the dreaded, anytime you see a on a kickoff, it's going to be backed up, and you're going to start inside the 20.
Opening up at the 17-yard line, left hash, pistol formation. Mariota with Patterson. Smith, the fullback, sets up as a receiver to the right. Long count for Mariota. First snap of the game. Waiting. Dahlman snaps it. Give. Patterson tries to sidestep. Keeps the legs churning to the right and dives for 2.5 yards just shy of the 20. Hit by Matt Ioannidis. Former Washington defensive tackle makes the play. Starting offense for the Falcons. Matthews, Gossett, Dahlman, Lindstrom, McGarry across the line. Talented Kyle Pitts. The numbers have not been very good at the tight end position. Wide receivers, they'll mix and match. Drake London, the high draft pick, Demir Bird, and Zacchaeus all in there right now for the Falcons. 2nd down and 7. Once again out of the pistol, this time right hash. 2 receivers right, motion man, Zacchaeus to the left. Takes the snap, Mariota fakes the handoff, looking to his left. Mariota throws, and it's offline. It was at the feet of Kyle Pitts, incomplete, and a flag thrown on the near side at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're going to get a legal man downfield. They're trying to set up the tight end screen to Kyle Pitts, but it was covered up, so Mariota had to hold the ball, and that offensive line had released downfield already.
Ineligible man downfield, offense, number 70. That penalty is declined, 3rd down.
Well, they're going to turn it down, set up a 3rd down and 7. Defensively for this Carolina squad, Ioannidis, Brown, Burns up front, Gross Matos, Thompson, Luvu, and Wilson in the secondary, Horn, Woods, Jackson, and Hartsfield. Jake Matthews, by the way, his wife just had a baby this morning. He went back to Atlanta, saw the birth of his son Beckett, and came back for this matchup with Carolina. Shotgun, 3rd and 7. Mariota throws. It is on time to the right. First down grab made by Pitts at the 30-yard line. He gets hit immediately after the catch by Woods, and they'll move the chains after the gain of 10.
Well, it's just a simple out route, and Kyle Pitts working from the slot here. He's a tight end, but he really plays like a wide receiver. He's their best weapon in the passing game, and this season, him and Mariota have just not connected. His numbers are way down, and I think Arthur Smith needs to find a way to get him more involved.
Caleb Huntley now checks in at the running back position. They will rotate with Patterson, Algier, and Huntley. Once again, pistol formation. Smith flanking Mariota. It's a give to Huntley to the left, and he runs into a crowd. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Frankie Luvu sniffs it out with Shaq Thompson, setting up 2nd down and long. Falcons come in officially number 4 in the NFL in rushing, 162.9 yards per game.
Yeah, and so far in the first 2 run attempts, the line of scrimmage is being controlled by the Carolina Panthers. And Derek Brown, really, he won't get credit for anything, but he takes Gossett and moves him back about a yard. And so Algier has nowhere to go.
2 tight end formation with Pitts and Pruitt. Patterson sets up behind Mariota under center. Handoff. Hole opens up, then closes quickly. Patterson trying to hit that left side, and the contact was too much for Patterson. He'll pick up 2 fighting through it with Corey Littleton in on the play.
Well, and right here is where Arthur Smith does not want to be. 3rd and long. They are not a drop-back passing team. And I can't say this statistically is accurate, but I would bet good money they have the least true drop back plays this year in the entire NFL. It's all play action pass, all up the run game.
Carolina going with a dime package. Ball spotted at the 31. Mariota from the gun. 3rd down and 9. To his right, Algier. Shotgun formation, takes the snap. Pump fake. Mariota sets up the screen, and it gets blasted. Catch made by Algier. Immediately tackled by Shaq Thompson. And the Carolina defense does its job to open up. It's a loss of 5 on the play.
Well, Shaq Thompson's in man coverage. And so he has Algier from the snap. And Gossett, the guard, you have to recognize that. He's too slow to get out. He's got to get on his horse, pick off Shaq Thompson. If he does, there's a lot of room to run.
Veteran punter Bradley Pinion will kick it away. A rush, they don't get to him. Kick is high. Shi Smith lets it bounce, and Atlanta will touch it at the 31-yard line. That's where Carolina will open up. First possession of the night for the Panthers is coming up with P.J. Walker and the Carolina offense. No score. Falcons and Panthers, 11:21 to play. First quarter, this is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
When the forgotten poor are suffering and in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, the largest floating civilian hospital in the world, with volunteer medical staff and crew who donate their time to save lives. Heroes of mercy, like these.
Every human being has the human race.
If lives have been by that person.
Mercy. Go to Mercy.
20.
According to the related
Patients, its team is
delivers pit
a litter.
tackless 5-0.
Charlotte at work. Make over Tony Baselli here. Iron Eagle along with Hall of Famer Tony Baselli here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Charlotte at work. You make all the game-changing calls at Grainger. They're always ready to help execute with 24/7 customer service and supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click, or stop by Grainger today. Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line, moving from right to left. P.J. Walker, third-year QB from Temple, under center. He's got Deontay Foreman behind him. Foreman had a big day the last time these two teams played 2 weeks ago. Handoff, Foreman goes up the middle, carries a tackler with him, and will take it to the 35.5-yard line, 4.5-yard gain. Rashaan Evans, among others there defensively. Offensively for Carolina, across that line, Ekwonu, Christensen, Bozeman, Corbett, and Moten. Ian Thomas, Tommy Tremble, the tight ends, DJ Moore, LaVisca Chenault, Terrace Marshall Jr., the wide receivers, Foreman, the running back. 6 offensive linemen, so they go with an extra here on 2nd down and 6. It's a give for Foreman once again. Foreman drives through along the left hash and takes it to the 40-yard line for 5. Gets cut down low by Taquan Graham. 3rd down and 1.
And this has been their Achilles heel this year, 3rd down. They are only 26.7 for the season in the first quarter, Ian. They have 1 third down conversion, 1 for 22. I mean, it is unreal.
Well, they've got an opportunity here on a 3rd and 1. Very makeable for Walker working out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. With Foreman set up to the side. Handoff, Foreman, spin move, and he leans forward. It is enough for a 1st down. Ogundeji had a chance to bring him down. That would have been short of the line to gain, but he does get the necessary yardage. And Tony, they've got a 1st down.
I mean, it's big news, and you can hear the crowd applause. I haven't seen very many of those this year.
Quick snap here. Walker, give it. Foreman gets blasted behind the line of scrimmage. Could not break away. Ogundeji with a hard hit up front. He's joined by Jarrett, Anderson, and Graham. Carter, Walker, Evans, the linebackers. Hall, Hawkins, Grant, Fenton, the defensive backs, with Isaiah Oliver checking in as the nickel.
Well, Ogundeji comes down the backside unblocked. And it's an good hustle, good pursuit.
Was that a day, Ogundeji?
Ogundeji.
It was.
Yes.
2nd down and 11.
Thank you.
Walker, I didn't sneeze. Fires near side. It's caught at the 40-yard line. He put it right in the bucket to DJ Moore. 1st down, and Carolina's on the move.
Well, this is what they like about P.J. Walker. It's a great throw, very accurate, on target. And remember, it's DJ Moore, who is almost the hero, and some people would say the GOAT after the big late bomb touchdown in this first matchup, but the penalty made it a long extra point. But this is a nice route and good work on the sideline.
Moore's a proven receiver, 3 1,000-yard seasons in his young career, fifth year out of Maryland. First down, it's a running play, there's a hole. Blasting through. Excellent run up front, it's Blackshear. First down. Across the 30-yard line, Blackshear would not go down. The rookie out of Virginia Tech moves the chains for 12 yards.
Well, he took Rashawn Evans, the inside linebacker for Atlanta, for a ride. It's just a nice counter tray. Good job up front, and then Blackshear is just carrying Falcons down the field.
Blackshear was on Buffalo's practice squad last year, getting an opportunity here with Carolina. They'll mix and match at the running back position as well, as Chuba Hubbard is active. It's a handoff. Blackshear tries that right side, gets driven backwards by Timmy Horn. No gain on the play. Didn't go down, but forward progress was right at the line of scrimmage. 7:35 to play. Clock is moving in this opening quarter. No score. The Falcons and the Panthers. Carolina driving inside the Atlanta 30.
Well, Timmy Horn does a really nice job. They're trying to double him, and he splits the double team and comes up to make the play. It's a big time. It's a great job, big time play from the defensive tackle position.
Chuba Hubbard has missed the last 2 games with an ankle injury. He's now in there. Play action. Looking for it all. Walker throws. End zone. Should have been picked off. Darren Hall. DJ Moore, the intended receiver, had bounced right off the chest of the second-year corner.
Well, I'm not sure where P.J. Walker's going. He had Stephen Sullivan, the tight end, wide open on the underneath corner route, but he tries to go deep to DJ Moore, and you called it. Darren Hall was in perfect position. It hit him right between the 3 and 4. That's just a flat drop, and P.J. Walker fortunate that ball was not intercepted.
9th play of the drive, 3rd and 10 for Carolina along the right hash. Walker operating out of the gun. 3 receivers to the left. He floats it over the middle, and his receiver wasn't looking. Incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the intended target. It glanced off his body, and fortunate for Carolina that a Falcon defender wasn't there.
Well, I think P.J. Walker had to get rid of that, and he did a little sooner than he wanted to, because Rashawn Evans is on the blitz, and he's unblocked. He's right in the face, and P.J. Walker is saying, I got to get rid of this or I'm going to get hammered. But nobody is paying attention, and Tommy Tremble was just running the crossing route. But look at the replay line. He should have been looking earlier.
Eddie Pinheiro is on for the 46-yard attempt, trying to put Carolina on the board. Snap, placement, kick on the way, and it glances off the post and through. Pinheiro gets the bounce. A reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the season, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream in America for over 100 years. Close Shave America, Close Shave, Barbasol. 6:59 to play. We are in the first quarter. Carolina's got a 3-0 lead over the Falcons. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some going through right now. It's a dangerous finance and clarity. NetSuite gives risk. Get reliable. So, how do you prepare to automate your business? Say they improve a one-of-a-kind /
like the styles every guy loves from Untuck It. Get ahead of your holiday shirts are designed to be one of Untuck
It. One sponsored by Hulu. See a place digital game required. Restrict.com. Carolina in front 3-0 more at Hulu.com. Carolina in front 3-0 thanks to a 10-play, 41-yard drive. Took 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Carolina now has 2 field goals on its 10 opening drives this season. Patterson, returnable. There's a hole to the 20, 25. Accelerates across the 30, and he's tripped up. Boy, that looked like it could actually go. Corey Littleton with the tackle on special teams.
Yeah, there was one man to beat, and he tries to hurdle Littleton, and if he does, and it's a house call. I mean, he is so explosive. He does a great job. He starts about 3 or 4 yards in the end zone and gets a running start when he catches it. So he's at full speed, and he never breaks stride.
Mariota works out of the gun. He's got Algier, the rookie out of BYU, the running back to his left. Tight formation. Motion man is Bird to the left side. Takes the head up. Mariota will keep it himself. Mariota zigzag to the left, and he gets hit by Shaq Thompson. Mariota does have good speed. He's an excellent runner. But the Carolina defense sniffs it out, limits him to a 3-yard pickup.
Well, the rookie Drake London from USC has got to do a better job on Shaq Thompson. He has the assignment, but Thompson just whips him and makes the play.
Algier remains in there. They hand it to him. Algier, left side, he's bottled up. Derek Brown all over it. It's a loss of 2 on the play, and the Falcons' celebrated rushing attack has not been working as of yet.
Well, he's working against the right guard, Chris Lindstrom, and he's on the backside. Lindstrom's trying to cut him off and just does a poor job.
Atlanta moving quickly here. 3rd down and 9. Dime package for Carolina with Keith Taylor, second-year corner from Washington in the game, a 5th-round draft pick in 2021. Low snap, handled, shotgun. Mariota steps up, throws. It is caught across the 45 by Demir Bird. Tries to loop out of trouble and will actually lose yards on the play, but it's good enough for a first down. Into Carolina territory. He's brought down at the 46.
Yeah, he's working in front of Dante Jackson, the corner. It's a deep in route, and it takes time. You got to have good protection, which the Falcons do. I wouldn't exactly say that ball was thrown on a rope. A little bit of air underneath it, but very accurate.
It got there eventually. Fake the handoff, bootleg to the right. Mariota throws on the move. It's hauled in at the 40, but he was out of bounds. Bird was trying to stay inbounds. Former Bear, Patriot, Cardinal, and Panther Demir Bird could not bring it in cleanly. Incomplete.
That's on Bird. He has to have better awareness where he is. He's the flat receiver on the naked bootleg. You work from shallow to deep. He's open, but he keeps on drifting. Plant your feet, understand where you are on the field. That should have been a completion.
5:16 to go in this opening quarter. Carolina leads at 3-0. Falcons driving from left to right. Pistol formation. Huntley behind Mariota. Mariota. Shotgun snap, handles it, throws, off play action, and complete to the 35-yard line. He hummed it in there to Hodge. Tackled immediately by the talented corner J.C. Horn. That's good for 11 yards. They'll move the chains.
Well, that just shows you right there how much this Panthers defense respects the run. They got the extra man in the box. On the play action, the linebackers take 2 or 3 steps forward, and so that in cut is wide open because there's so much space between the linebacker level and the safety level.
Initially, Keith Smith set up as a tight end to the right, shifts to the left side. It's a handoff to the left, slithering through Algier. Tried to cut it upfield and got tackled at the 35. First man there, J.C. Horn, joined by Derek Brown for no gain on the play. Tune in to watch all the excitement of the NFL Sunday on CBS. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. Catch the NFL on CBS.
And so far, give this Panthers defense some credit. They know the Falcons want to run the ball, but they've been up to the task, and they've been winning at the line of scrimmage.
London by himself to the right. Now a motion man coming to the near side. Pistol formation, Patterson behind Mariota. Once again, motion to the left, Ryan Edwards. To the left side, it's a toss. Patterson, he gets strung out along the left side by Frankie Louvu. He thought there was going to be an opening. It never developed.
It's a toss crack. They're going to pin the end and pull Jake Matthews. And I believe Gossett also. They're going to, nope, just Jake Matthews. He's out in front is with Kyle Pitts. And it's Kyle Pitts who's got to finish the block on Frankie Louvu. He gets beat. If he continues that block, there's a cutback for Patterson.
7 carries, 6 yards on the ground for Atlanta so far. Facing a 3rd and 9. 3:15 to go in this opening quarter. Line of scrimmage is the Carolina 33. Low snap. Mariota gets out of trouble. Flag down. Throws on the move. Hits his man at the 22-yard line. It was a floater to Kyle Pitts. Penalty marker thrown at the 41. Pressure from Derek Brown. Good for 11 yards through the air, but looks like this one's coming back.
holding, offense, number 66, 10-yard penalty, replay, third down.
And that is Colby Gossett stepping in for the injured Elijah Wilkinson, placed on IR this week with a knee injury.
Yeah, he's working against Ioannidis, and Ioannidis does a good job of just beating him to the inside. Right off the snap, he hits that A gap, and Gossett is just slow to react. He's got to move his feet, and all he can do is just hold on for dear life. That's an easy call.
And they need yardage for a field goal attempt. Another low snap. Mariota in some trouble, running to the right. Another flag down. Mariota, mad scramble, throws across his body, floating it. Should have been picked off. It's not. Dropped by Woods at the 1. Mariota had a lot going on there and tried to force one downfield with multiple flags on the play.
And I wonder if he's going to be offsetting. Ioannidis again beats Gossett. And that's where the hold is. This time it's with power and then the inside move late. And Gossett is just overmatched at this point against Ioannidis.
Gossett is a backup, 6th-round pick in 2018, played with Arizona and Cleveland, practice squad with Minnesota, Arizona, New England, and the Browns.
There is just one foul on the play.
Whoa.
Holding, offense, number 66. That penalty is declined. There is no foul in the play for a legal forward pass. 4th down.
So, there you go. 4th down for Atlanta. A promising drive stalls. 2:46 to play in this first quarter, and right now, Arthur Smith is not a happy guy.
No. And let me tell you who else is not going to be happy is Dwayne Ledford, the offensive line coach for the Falcons. He's going to have a long talk with Gossett and say, let's settle down, big guy. Just use your technique and just block the guy. Stop holding.
Does he call him big guy? Do you know that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what you say when a guy gets back-to-back holding penalty.
Pinion, high kick, angle to the left. Fair catch called for by Smith at the 9-yard line, and that's where Carolina will have it after the Pinion punt of 33 yards. 3-0. Panthers in front over Atlanta. 2:39 to play in this opening quarter. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Fellas, it's time to stop treating your groins like junk. Introducing the Gillette Intimate Pubic Hair Trimmer, a gentle and easy shave from America's #1 trusted men's grooming brand. Show your pubic region some respect with Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get.
Barbasol shaving cream is available in 5 fantastic brush. There's one.
You can't get much for $5 these days unless we're talking double stack, junior fries, and a smile. Did I mention it? Get your big
talent on candidates, all from whose resumes virtual interview at Indeed.
We're here to deliver fast, free shipping supplies to Queen. We're making it for America. And restrictions, go to USPS.
On will select the player of the game, sponsored by Wendy. Junior Bacon Fries. On Deontay scrimmage, Darren Hall all over it for a loss of 1 on the play. On a scrimmage, Darren Hall all over it for a loss. Is tackled behind Deontay Foreman. Cameron Irving, U.S. price of nuggets, small fries, burger, or all. Cameron Irving is now in there for Carolina on the offensive line. Deontay Foreman in the backfield. Pass to the right side. DJ Moore, he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Darren Hall all over it for a loss of 1 on the play.
Well, the Panthers backed up, and is Cam Irving in? Nope, he was just the extra offensive lineman. I want to make sure he was not in there. I saw him line up on the left side, and Ekwonu is their big first-round high draft pick out of North Carolina State just up the road, and he is a talented, athletic young player.
Number 6 overall pick. He's from Charlotte, so a local product. Foreman gets the carry. Foreman's got a hole to the right side. 10, 15, 20. Spin move across the 20 and a first down run. Deontay Foreman, formerly of the Texans and the Titans. He is a violent runner and got a good block from Corbett and Ricci.
Well, and on the backside of the play, it's Ekwonu who does the good job with Grady Jarrett. And that's why the hole's so big. He gets him on the ground, and Foreman just plants that right foot and gets north and south.
Solid pronunciation. You're crushing it, Tony.
I feel like I'm being made fun of right now.
No, absolutely not.
It won't be the first time. I'm okay with it.
Me? No. Facetious? No. Line of scrimmage is the 22. Walker throws it underneath. Catch is made. Chenault breaks one tackle and angles to the near sideline. Not quite first down yardage, but solid gain. Rashad Fenton back there, just acquired from Kansas City before the trade deadline. Former 6th-round draft pick. That's a pickup of 7.
Well, Chenault was traded from the Jaguars to the Panthers in the preseason, and he's not a deep threat, but he is really good on the underneath stuff, short routes, catch it, because he's such a powerful runner and able to break tackles.
Second down and short for Carolina. Shotgun formation for Walker, flanked by Foreman to the right. Motion man to the near side, Chenault. They'll toss it to him. Chenault, swing pass, nice grab. Chenault trying to break away, and he's slammed down by Richie Grant. Very close to first down yardage. This Sunday, the NFL debuts in Germany. Brady and the Bucs battle Geno Smith and the Seahawks live from Munich. Sunday, November 13th, 9:30 a.m. Eastern on NFL Network, streaming on NFL Plus, or you can listen right here on Westwood One.
And I want to know what's wrong with my pronunciation of Ekwanen.
No, you just nailed it.
Did I mess it up last time?
You might have thrown a D in there.
Oh, did I really?
Yeah.
I didn't mean
we can check the tape.
We'll check the tape. I'd like the replay.
We like during the breaks to listen back just to make sure. And that's going to be the final play of this opening quarter. With the Panthers in front 3-0 on Atlanta. They'll face a 3rd and inches when we return for second quarter action. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Hurry into Ram Power Days and experience the raw power of 100 pickups with most horse appeal going on.
South of hospitals, fact, urgency, or time with supplies and Stranger.com.
Find the latest, including the Rich Eisen in comedy, sports stories, access to thousands of and fuel up your imagination.
Find a home. Janice had to compromise when they Steve and Janice found a.
Bye, Steve.
Welcome back to Charlotte, North Carolina, along with Hall of Famer Tony Baselli. I'm Ian Eagle. Our score after 15 minutes of play, the Panthers 3, the Falcons nothing. Start of the second quarter, sponsored by Geico. Whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Having a home is hard work, so get a quote at geico.com. Easy. Carolina with the football. They've actually shown some positive things on offense so far. Walker throwing it. Running game has been effective. Atlanta has struggled on the offensive end. Panthers have a 3rd and inches here to start this second quarter.
Yeah, Atlanta in the first quarter, total of 33 yards. A lot of time in possession, but not many yards.
Double tight end formation, 3rd and inches. Motion man DJ Moore to the left side of the formation. Walker will keep it himself and drives for that first down. Good push up front. He takes it to the 34-yard line for a gain of 3, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that defensive front. It's 3rd and inches, and you have nobody over the center. I mean, that is just like inviting, begging for them to call quarterback sneak. Usually on that 3rd and short, you get a big guy right over the center and try to stuff it at the line of scrimmage.
Dean Pease on the sideline, defensive coordinator for Atlanta. Handoff, Foreman to the right, slashing across the 35 and forward to the 37.5. Michael Walker, the young linebacker, makes the play. It's a gain of 4.
And I was in no ways questioning Dean Pease at all.
No.
I mean, he is one of the great.
Just mentioning who runs
I'm just saying,
that unit.
He's one of the great defensive coordinators of this era. Outstanding.
He's in his second year with the Falcons, defensive coordinator with Tennessee, Baltimore, New England. He's seen it all. Second down and 6, just over a minute gone by here in the second quarter. Handoff, Foreman to the left. Big hole, Foreman gets through it to the 45, gets a key block from Christensen, and that's good enough for a first down. That's a 10-yard rip to the 48, straight through with power.
I mean, that is just downhill. Right in the A gap, and give that offensive line credit, and it's Brady Christensen who has the big block, and Foreman has done a good job since replacing Christian McCaffrey. They're actually averaging more yards on the ground without him.
Give it to him again. Foreman trying to go up the gut. Foreman dives to the 50-yard line for a gain of 2. Jalen Dalton, picked up from New Orleans, 4th year out of North Carolina, makes the stop. Foreman is hard-nosed, he's big, he's fast, and Carolina likes what they've got in the backfield with Chuba Hubbard as well. 2nd-year running back from Oklahoma State, 4th-round draft pick, who now checks in on a 2nd and 8. They're moving the football once again from the 50. Handoff. Hubbard takes it up the middle, spins his way to the 46-yard line. Hit by Abdullah Anderson. He picks up 4. Rashawn Evans also in on the play.
Yeah, right now Carolina taking a little bit of the playbook from the Falcons. 3 tight ends lined up on the right side, and it is just power football. Saying, hey, we're going to line up our big people against your big people and hand it off, and nothing fancy, just going to run straight downhill at you.
Carolina comes in ranked 22nd in rushing, but you mentioned it. They've actually gotten better since the McCaffrey deal. 10th play of the drive. This is a 3rd and 4 in Atlanta territory. Can they convert? Foreman in the backfield. Motion man Moore on the left side. Walker looks over there. Moore hauls it in along the sideline. He's got a first down. Quick play, precise. DJ Moore's a playmaker. He turns it upfield for 9.
Well, that's a great play design. So they're going to have twins to the left, and DJ Moore is going to be off the ball. They catch the Falcons in man coverage, and Rashad Fenton is the one who has to run with them. And so he goes in motion like he's going to come across and plants his foot right at the snap and just sprints to the flat. So it's a race with Fenton. And he beats him there, and it's an easy pickup for the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line with 11:35 to go in the second quarter. Carolina in Atlanta territory. It's Blackshear. Starts to the left, runs to the right, and chopped down at the 32.5 by Rashawn Evans. Don't miss all the NFL excitement on NBC. Sunday night, the Los Angeles Chargers meet the San Francisco 49ers. Of course, you can also hear Sunday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 Eastern on many of these same stations, on the NFL app, or online at westwoodonesports.com. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. Foreman rotates back in. Moore sets up to the left. Tight formation, handoff. Foreman up the gut. Foreman carrying tacklers, pushing the pile. He's got a first down. Right in between the hash marks. The strength of Foreman on display for a 6-yard gain and a new set of downs to work with.
Well, right now, the Carolina Panther offensive line is just whipping the front 7 of the Atlanta Falcons. And they are getting movement. They're creating rushing lanes. And Foreman is a big man and is just coming downhill. And at first contact, he's not slowing down. He's carrying defenders with him.
Checks in at 6'1", 236 pounds. Foreman again. This time he gets blasted behind the line of scrimmage by Michael Walker. They tried it once again, and it's a loss of 2, trying to go right up the gut. The Falcons were ready.
Yeah, Michael Walker is going to be working off at the right side of that defense, and he's just going to jet into the C gap between the tackle and tight end, and poor job on that side of the offense for the Panthers. He's in the backfield, and Foreman can't even get that big body going before he's hit.
Injured Falcon on the play. It's Taquan Graham, the second-year defensive lineman from Texas. Athletic training staff is out to check on him. We'll step aside. Early stages, 10:06 to play in this second quarter. Carolina's got a 3-0 lead on the Falcons. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Off the bat, behind. Our men and women, disorder, safe, behind. Project.org.
This is Carson. They are fear, come for breath. Worry life. He's stress-free, bigger. He's not. Me, my son.
Cures.
For a train by Nitsa. Rail crossing. Even after braking, it could take a mile for a train to stop. So at every rail crossing, stop, because trains can't. Paid for by Nitsa. Graham got up on his own. He's now on the sideline. Shotgun formation on a 2nd and 12 for Carolina at the Atlanta 28. Walker waiting for the snap from Bozeman. Jump from that Atlanta defensive line. The question was, did somebody coax them into it? Flags fly, 3 of them.
Yeah, that's going to be on the left guard for the Panthers is who jumps. That's Brady Christensen.
Microphone isn't working right now.
False start.
There it is.
Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
It was actually working.
He turned it on.
Adrian Hill has to turn it on.
Yeah.
It doesn't work when it says off.
Your background in the electronics field really makes you an expert in these situations.
Well, I've spent a lot of time with Bobby White, our engineer.
The great Bob White.
I call him Bobby.
Bobby.
We're closer.
I'm not close enough to call him that.
Yeah, well, especially after you threw out his head.
No. Don't give up behind-the-scenes activities. It's the first Carolina penalty of the night. It's a handoff. Hubbard has a hole, but it closes up quickly as he takes it up the middle, tackled down at the 28-yard line by Lorenzo Carter, the former New York Giant. That's a 5-yard pickup for Chuba Hubbard.
And that's 23 called offensive plays for the Carolina Panthers, 17 of them rushing.
So they've come in with a clear game plan, and it's working. And a lot of those runs have been right up the middle, just going into the heart of the Atlanta defense.
It seems like there's a little bit of confusion, a little late getting out of the huddle.
Play clock is at 6.
Yeah, they're going to have to call timeout.
Yep. Walker realizes it. Timeout taken. So let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Thursday night football. Ian Eagle along with the Hall of Famer Tony Vaselli here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Charlotte. The right gear can be the difference between a loss or win on the field. Grainger can help make sure you have the right supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click, or stop by Grainger today. Haven't thrown the ball all that much. Carolina, 15th play of this drive, so this is the longest drive they've had all season.
Well, and we talked about it. They have been terrible time of possession, but completely opposite tonight. They are doing a good job of controlling the tempo of this game and controlling the clock.
They lead Atlanta 3-0. 3rd down and 12. Walker in the pocket, in trouble. Walker is sacked back at the 35. Walker goes down hard. Taquan Graham back in there, and along with Darren Hall, they get home for a loss of 7.
And it was a little bit of a delayed nickel blitz by D. Alford coming off the slot. But overall, just all kinds of push up the middle, D. Alford off the edge, and that's a costly sack. I mean, P.J. Walker has to be aware of where he's on the field and find a way not to take a negative play there because they've worked their way out of field goal position.
Yeah, they were in field goal range. They were going to try it with Eddie Pinheiro. Instead, they send Johnny Hecker, the veteran punter, out there with Avery Williams, the return man.
And it might be a little bit of a case of Steve Wilkes kind of understanding the tempo of this game, because it would only be
delay a game called against Carolina. That's fine. It'll give them some extra yards to work with.
But if I'm doing my math right, the ball's at the 35. He'd be kicking the field goal from the 43. It's only a 53-yard field goal. That's pretty standard in today's NFL.
Well, Pinheiro missed a 32-yard field goal that would have won the game 2 weeks ago in overtime. He missed that extra point that was actually backed up to a 48-yarder as well. Hecker takes the snap, trying to angle this one to the left corner. Williams gets out of the way. It bounces at the 5, into the air. Carolina is all over it. They're going to play the field position game, and Corey Littleton on special teams downs it at the 3. 37-yard punt, well placed. Falcons deep in their own territory. When we come back, there's a break in the action sponsored by the United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Get holiday ready at USPS.com/holidays. 3-0, Panthers in front, 7:43 to play, first half. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
New Gillette Intimate gives guys a gender there. Yet, by now,
original invented over 100 years ago for a winning shave experience.
Trip for 2, new mug. The more you've had your Prime Minister by Pfizer.
Well, choose between the potatoes for just and hot and crispy bucks, because behind U.S.
This season, for the first time, you can hear every Westwood One NFL broadcast stream live for free. Catch all the action on the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by just asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. All sponsored by AutoZone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Carolina leads at 3-0. 7:43 to play in the second quarter. Falcons have it at the 3-yard line on their end of the field. Algier sets up behind Mariota under center. They stack it with 3 to the left of the formation. Long count, Mariota. Handoff, Algier running to the left, gets popped up in the air, tumbles over as he crosses the 5. Good textbook tackle from Dante Jackson.
Oh, boy, this is exactly where you want the run game to be effective, backed up like this. But Dante Jackson playing that corner, he's unblocked. He's unaccounted for. They actually do a decent job up front. That's the Falcons do, but as Algier bounces to the outside, a nice sure tackle by Jackson.
And a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Ball is on the left hash. This time they'll go from the pistol formation with Algier behind Mariota. Takes the snap, hands it off. Algier working his way to the right side. Algier, pile push to the 10. 4 or 5 defenders there to greet him. He turns it into a 4-yard gain. And now it's 3rd down, just short of the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and this is the best this Falcons offensive line has looked in this game, in the run game. At least they're getting movement now. They're pushing the pile. And if you're Arthur Smith, you can live with...
Have to get to the 13. Shotgun, Mariota clapping his hands, takes the snap. It's a handoff up the middle. Algier fighting for extra yards. He's right there, and it's going to come down to the spot. Derek Brown with the tackle. The Panthers felt that they stopped him, and it looks like the spot's going to be just short. Brian Burns sliding down low to make the play.
Yeah, I think Mariota missed the read there. It's a zone read, and he's reading Brian Burns. Burns completely sells out to stop the run. If Mariota pulls that, he easily picks up the 1st down.
So instead, it's an Atlanta punt, and Pinion is waiting for the snap at his own goal line. Shi Smith, return man at the Carolina 42. The snap from McCullough, handled by Pinion, and he shanked it to the right, out of bounds. Carolina's going to have the football in Atlanta territory, and now it's just a question of where they mark it. It's going to be out at the 43-yard line. Falcons have not looked good in this first half. Carolina's got a 3-0 lead. That was a 31-yard punt. 5:26 to play. Second quarter. Panthers have the football when we come back. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Get in the zone. Auto.
Visibility. Rain-X quotes from Auto.org.
Keep everyone covered up. Put to your Dell Clients Boost Club, Dell Client Solutions /
For more details, catch it. Don't miss all the NFL excitement on Fox Sunday. The Dallas Cowboys meet the Green Bay Packers. Check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL on Fox. 7th time this season, the Carolina Panthers have started a drive in their opponent's territory. Only 1 touchdown in the previous 6.
That's not very good.
It isn't. We can do math.
That kind of speaks to their season, though, and how inefficient they've been on offense.
They're 2-7, coming off a blowout loss to Cincinnati. But they've been solid here tonight. Play action, Walker tosses it out to Ricci. The catch made, and then he's dropped at the 41. So modest gain of 2 yards. Richie Grant with the open field tackle.
Really nice job by Richie Grant, just breaking on it. It looked like Ricci had a little bit of room to run, but Grant just gets on his horse and closes the gap so quickly.
2nd down and 8. We are under 5 minutes to play now in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 41 along the right hash. Walker working from the gun. He's got Foreman to his left. Motion man to the near side is Chenault. Now he loops to the left. Throw it to him once again. Catch made. 45 dances to the 40. 30. Oh, blazing speed. Down the sideline. He's gone. Touchdown, Carolina. Good block from DJ Moore. 41-yard catch and run. Panthers take a 9-0 lead.
Well, that's the second time we've seen this play. They did it in the first quarter to the other side. Just start Chenault in motion behind it, and it's almost a lateral. But really what makes this play is the blocking. You talked about DJ Moore, and I believe the other was Terrace Marshall Jr. It is, and they had leverage against the Falcons defense. One-on-one, there was no safety over the top. The linebackers were slow getting out there, and Chenault just races down the sideline.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the extra point. Pinheiro knocks it through. Carolina's got a 10-0 lead with 4:34 to play, first half. Chenault is not known as a burner, but when you have that much space with the key blocks on the outside, he took it right to the house. More second quarter action coming up. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Get in zone, auto.
Didn't get her for 16.
Yes, on Move Your Cell app.
More than just boss, and because they sure that your choice all will have your unlocked.
Audible is where you'll find the best stories on sports and entertainment. It's the home of storytelling. Listen to audiobooks, originals, and podcasts, including The Rich Eisen Show. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com. That will go down as a 41-yard rushing touchdown based on the design of the play. So for fantasy football owners, that might shift your celebration a bit. Ball bounces through the back of the end zone out to the 25.
Yeah, I don't know that math. I don't know why it would be any different.
Well, Walker doesn't get a touchdown, so if we're playing P.J. Walker, no touchdown. That's
fair, but for Chenault, I imagine
it's 41-yard touchdown.
It's the same amount of points.
But no touchdown
for P.J. Walker. I got that play. Thank you.
I'm just here as your fantasy football guru. Now that you're playing for the first time.
I'm in first place.
Oh, are you?
Yes.
It's a family fantasy football.
Yes. I beat my...
You're dominating your...
I beat my 13-year-old daughter.
Excuse me? Okay. First down, 4.5 to go in this second quarter. Mariota gets out of trouble to the right, throws on the move, and it is dropped. Defense was there, tried to hit Zacchaeus, and Mariota with a dangerous pass. Incomplete.
And I think, was that dropped by Dante Jackson?
Yes.
It was dropped by the defender. That's a poor decision. Mariota flushed out to the right, and he's looking down the field and tries to throw it all the way back to the middle of the field to his left and just cannot get enough on it.
Second down and 10. This Falcons offense has been anemic tonight. Line of scrimmage is the 25. Patterson in the backfield. They have not established the run game. Fake the handoff. Mariota spins out of trouble to his left. Mariota with a flag down. Gets away. Mariota trying to throw it downfield. It is intercepted at the 39 by J.C. Horn. Working the sideline, and he's out of bounds. None of that worked for the Falcons.
And I think they're going to get another hold on the offensive line for the Falcons. Gossett, I believe this is going to be his third one of the evening.
There is no foul to play for offensive holding. First down.
Yeah, they just figure why rub salt in the wound. It's an interception. And another poor decision. I'm not sure who Mariota was going to, whether it was Drake London or Kyle Pitts, but he missed both of them. And J.C. Horn was the closest individual, and it was an easy interception.
J.C. Horn, first-round pick, 8th overall in 2021. His dad, Joe, wide receiver in the NFL with Kansas City, New Orleans, and Atlanta, had 4 1,000-yard seasons. Was an excellent player. Second straight drive to open up in Atlanta territory for Carolina. Horn was out of bounds at the 45. Foreman in the backfield. Panthers up 10-0. Handoff. Foreman running that right side right along the hash, and he's dropped at the 40 by Lorenzo Carter. He picks up 5 on the play.
You know, tonight this Falcons offense is looking like the Panthers offense last week.
Yeah.
Not moving it, turning the ball over. And, I mean, they're just struggling. And on the flip side, the Panthers look like the Falcons, running the ball, physical, play-action pass, and playing good, efficient offense.
Carolina trailed 35-0 at halftime last week to Cincinnati. They're at 10-0 here, and they're looking for more. 2nd down and 5 at the 40. Handoff. Foreman makes a move. Foreman tries that left side after the initial cut to the right, and he is tackled at the 36. That's a gain of 4, 1 yard short of the first down. Tackled by Abdullah Anderson, 5-year veteran out of Bucknell. So Chuba Hubbard will come in and replace Foreman on 3rd down. This is normally, previously in Foreman's career, where he would check in on 3rd and short.
I was going to say, this down and distance is made for the big man.
Yeah, it's complete role reversal tonight. It's like Freaky Friday on a Thursday. 3rd down and 1. Hubbard in the backfield. Shifting to the left is Chenault. Handoff. Hubbard. It's a blast, and it's a first down going right up the middle. He needed a yard. He gets 3 of them.
Just straight downhill, and great block up front by the center, Bradley Bozeman. He takes the linebacker, Troy Anderson, for a ride, and that's right where Hubbard goes.
We're down to 2:28 and counting left in this first half. Carolina 10, Atlanta nothing. First down at the 32 of the Falcons. Walker on a give. Foreman takes it right up the middle once again. He's hit down low, extends his body. Michael Walker will get credit for the tackle. It's a 3-yard gain. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning, sponsored by First Alert. Did you know a fire department responds to a fire every 23 seconds? Help protect your home and family by in each bedroom. Visit First in front.
Did you know if you'd have been empty?
Visit links and see protein from Texas and Phoenix.
Find a home. Of cardio. But these save even more.
Yeah.
Compromise.
Bag. It's every for Chris. All for us 5 bag today.
In Germany, coming up, halftime report with Scott Graham. Scott. A reminder to stay tuned for the halftime report with Scott Graham. Scott will preview the first ever NFL game in Germany coming up on Sunday morning with Westwood One analyst Mike Mayock. It's Seattle against Tampa Bay. That's coming up at the half. 2 minutes to play, first half here in Charlotte. 3 tight ends in this formation on a rainy night in North Carolina. 2nd down and 7 at the 29. Foreman in the backfield. He's got a fullback in front of him. Ricci trying to loop to the left, and Foreman is chopped down by Ogundeji. On the far side, it's a loss of 1. Ogundeji, 2nd year from Notre Dame, brings length, versatility, and a competitiveness. He is one of the guys that they're trying to build around on this Falcons defense. Timeout called by Atlanta.
Yeah, Arthur Smith says, hey, 3rd down, let's try to get the ball back with some time left and put points on the board. Their offense has done nothing tonight, and down 10 right now, the way they've been playing, it looks like, oh my gosh, what a mountain to climb. And so if they can get a stop here and force a field goal attempt, get the ball back, and try to get something going, some momentum going to halftime, that'd be a big win, a big plus for Arthur Smith and the Falcons.
Carolina has 131 rushing yards in the first half. They came in averaging 105 yards per game on the ground. This is a 3rd and 7, 1:55 to go, second quarter. Hubbard in the game. He shifts to the left behind Walker operating from the gun. Handoff. Hubbard slips down and takes it to the 30. Gets hit by Taquan Graham. Fans react. A murmur here at Bank of America Stadium. Loss of 1. Field goal unit coming on for Carolina.
Yeah, Taquan Graham in the backfield. A little too conservative for my liking there. I mean, 3rd and medium plus. I mean, you got to try to. I mean, P.J. Walker's done a good job tonight. I mean, you got to trust him a little bit. Try to pick up the first down, and at the very least make it an easier field goal attempt. We talked about the struggles of Pinheiro going back to their last matchup between these two teams 3 weeks ago, and it looks like it's going to be about a 49-yard field goal.
So, 49-yard attempt for Eddie Pinheiro. He made one from 46 yards away, trying to add to the Carolina lead. Jansen will snap it. Hecker will hold it. Snap, placement, kick on the way. Pinheiro leans into it, and he drives it through. It's good for Pinheiro, who is all pumped up. 13-0 lead for Carolina. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close shave, America. Close shave, Barbasol. Steve Wilkes, 53 years old, interim head coach of the Carolina Panthers. Obviously, his goal is to become the permanent head coach. Panthers had a lot of decisions to make regarding personnel, regarding coaching. Wilkes, 15th year as a coach in the NFL, previous stints with Chicago, San Diego, Carolina, Arizona, was a head coach, and Cleveland.
Well, and not only are they going to have to make some decisions about the head coach, I mean, quarterback is the big decision they're going to have to make going into the draft next year.
Pinheiro will kick it off, left to right, 13-0 lead for Carolina, 1:47 to play. First half, it's over the head of Cordero Patterson, touchback. Every Westwood One football broadcast this season is now available on all Alexa-enabled devices. Just say Open Westwood One Sports, and you'll be taken straight to the action. That's Open Westwood One Sports, so listen on Alexa.
Well, Mariota, coming off that last interception, has not looked very good tonight. He has an opportunity to redeem himself for this first half performance right here on this drive.
Avery Williams to his right in the backfield. So that's 4 different running backs who have been in there for Atlanta. Mariota, shotgun formation, handles the snap, looks, pats the ball, throws over the middle. It is caught. Drake London, and he gets drilled on the play. Flags come down. He got hit to the head, and London appears to be okay. He pops up off the turf. 14-yard pickup through the air.
That's Xavier Woods. I want to see that again.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 25. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. Automatic first down.
And I'm looking at the replay. Woods turns his body and goes in with the shoulder. He leads with his shoulder. He did not put his head down. Yes, was there helmet-to-helmet contact, but you could argue that was initiated by London. I don't like that penalty.
And it sends Atlanta to the 46-yard line of Carolina. Handoff going up the middle. Williams keeps the legs churning, and he's dropped at the 40. So a pickup of 6 on the play. Clock is moving. We're down to 1:28 remaining. Atlanta with a chance to put some points on the board. Williamson remains in there. It's a 4-receiver set. 1:18 to go. Second quarter. Second down and 4. Low snap. Mariota's got it. He throws to the near side. Catch is made. Zacchaeus driven backwards, but forward progress should get him the spot for a first down across the 35, and it does. Hit by Jackson and Burns on the play.
Yeah, give Zacchaeus a ton of credit. That was not a well-thrown ball. He had to contort his body and turn around, go up high to catch it.
We are under a minute to go now. First down for Atlanta, moving right to left. Another low snap. Handoff coming to the near side. It's Williamson. Hits the hole hard. Williamson across the 25. Just outside the numbers. It's a first down.
And Arthur Smith decided to hold on to that last timeout. Under 35 seconds. Falcons trying to work quickly here.
12-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage is the 22. Shotgun with 20 seconds left. Toss to the near side. Caught by London. London fighting for extra yards, but he's still in bounds. He is tackled at the 17. Try to make a move on Xavier Woods. Picks up 5. Clock is at 20 on the button. And a timeout call by Atlanta.
Yeah, Drake London, the first-round pick out of USC. Had a pretty good start this season. Been awful quiet the last several weeks, and you can see Arthur Smith trying to get him the ball. He's not a make-and-miss type of receiver. He's not shifty. He's a big man, and he's physical, great hands, go over the middle, and trying to get the wide receiver screen there. He didn't even try to make Xavier Woods miss. He just tried to run right through him.
London goes 6'4", 213 pounds. Part of the scouting report was the versatility that you can line him up outside, line him up inside. 21 seconds left. They put a second on the clock. Cordero Patterson now in the backfield. Pistol formation. Mariota trailing 13-0 from the 17 of Carolina. Shifting to the left. Patterson shotgun now. tossed. Patterson has to go down low to get it, and he is spun down at the 16 after the grab. Forward progress will get him to the 15. Frankie Louvu with the stop. We're down to 10 seconds left. 2-yard pickup, down to 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Mariota will clock it with 3 seconds left. And now the field goal unit will come on.
I do not understand that sequence of plays. Why are you trying to check it down to Patterson? Take a shot into the end zone, at least one. In fact, I'd argue even after that play, if they had hustled back to the line of scrimmage, they could have spiked it with 11, 10 seconds, snap it one more time and tell Mariota to do nothing but an end zone shot. And if that doesn't work, then you kick the field goal. I think they missed the opportunity there.
Short field goal attempt here for Young Wei Koo. McCullough will snap it. Pinion will hold it from 33 yards away. Snap, placement, kick on the way. It is good for Koo. And that is the final play of the first half, with Carolina in front 13-3 over Atlanta. When we come back, Scott Graham rejoins us from our Progressive Insurance Studios with the halftime report. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers today. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Fellas, it's time to stop treating your groins like junk. Entrust it to man your face.
Hired makes it easy. Answer job. You'll get instantly matched with only don't.
In 13 game, doing his work as the general manager, that he do football with him. A long lost friend. Incredible. Call you got to part. Come and you go for experience. So get enough. And that situation this year has been strange. Is good and raise nobody. They have a chance to win that. Was culture. I'm going to tell you tonight. They give out your plot. I'll tell you this. It is great talking to you. I could begin coverage. You have cheek heels since pre-moment to the moment.
Did dental service.
Real lumber or middle. Rapping Carolina Panthers at 7-3. When we return, Ian Eagle and Tony Baselli will have the second half kickoff. Team highlights are cut off of Panther Force Protection Football on Westwood One from the Progressive Insurance Studios on 4-7 because things for the Carolina Panthers at the break. Don't forget Sunday Night Football coming up this week. The 49ers coming back off a bye, and with that new secret weapon, Christian McCaffrey, hosting the L.A. Chargers. Our coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time with NFL Sunday. All the scores and highlights from Week 10 in the National Football League. Our halftime score, Carolina 13, Atlanta 3. When we return, Ian Eagle and Tony Baselli will have the second half kickoff. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
At the United States Postal Service, package pickoff will be ceasing in now the league down for vehicles with debut brave.
Go Tony Carolina, where the Panthers lead the Falcon One crew to
only on NFL Network.
Ian Eagle, Tony Baselli, the Hall of Famer, the rest of our Westwood One crew tonight in Charlotte, North Carolina, where the Panthers lead the Falcons 13-3. Really important game for the Atlanta Falcons at 4-5, currently tied with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for first place in the NFC South. Right now, let's check the halftime stats, sponsored by Indeed. You don't need a job platform. You need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credit. 159 yards of offense for Carolina. They come in ranked 30th in the NFL in that category. Meanwhile, Atlanta held to 96 yards of total offense. For Carolina, Deontay Foreman, 55 yards on the ground. Chenault, the 41-yard touchdown run. P.J. Walker, the quarterback, is 5 of 7 for 38 yards, but he has not made any big mistakes. Marcus Mariota, 8 of 14, 63 yards, and a pick for Atlanta. What changes in this second half, Tony? Falcons, a team that's known for running the football, they never really got it going until that final possession of the first half.
You could be an analyst and play-by-play because that's what I mean, you got to run the ball.
Wait, do I get your check? How does that work?
No, I keep the check.
Oh.
You just do the
then you just do your thing.
Arthur Smith, I promise you, at halftime was saying, hey, guys, we got to remember who we are. And that's a team who runs the ball effectively, 4th overall in the NFL. And they were shut down on the ground. And for the Panthers, Steve Wilkes has to be saying, hey, guys, that's how we will play winning football. Run the ball, smart at the quarterback position, and shut their run game down. if Atlanta wants a chance in the second half, they got to switch. They have to change the script.
Carolina's 2-7, worst start for the Panthers since 2012. They were also 2-7 that year, but they finished that season 7-9. So built a little something over the second half of the season. Steve Wilkes is hoping for the same here as the interim head coach. Low kick from Pinion. That will roll to Blackshear, and he's going to let it go by into the end zone. He could have scooped it up at the 2-yard line, decided to take the 25. That's where Carolina will open up this third quarter.
It'll be interesting to see if Carolina lets P.J. Walker do a little bit more than he did in the first. Only 7 attempts.
Yep.
And we saw on a third and medium plus call, I think it was 3rd and 7 at the end of the first half, run the ball where they were in field goal range. They had a chance to maybe put 7 on the board and keep that drive going and not allow the Falcons to have time on offense. They were very conservative, ran the ball. We'll see if that mindset stays the same in the second half.
NFC South, all 4 teams are within 2 games of one another. Atlanta leading the division with Tampa. Play fake, bootleg to the right, throw by Walker. It's caught by Marshall. First down and more across the 40, and he lost the ball. Rashaan Evans comes away with it, and a flag down on the play.
And I think the flag might be for a late hit. And so the ball was thrown behind the receiver, Terrace Marshall. He brings it in. I want to see the replay and see if he ever controlled it. So the ball's bouncing around. He brings it in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's controlled it, making a football move.
And a punch out by Richie Grant.
Yeah, I think this is the right call. The officials never blew the whistle.
So Atlanta just looking for something to spark this team, and that could be the play that does it. But the officials have come together.
After crude discussion, it was determined that it is an incomplete pass.
Wow.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the passing team, number 12. That penalty will be enforced from the previous spot with loss of down. It will be second down.
But the play was over in the eyes of the official.
Yeah, it's an interesting call. And we looked at it once. We're going to see it again right here. Actually, we're not seeing it. We're just seeing the late hit. But it was Smith who threw Rashaan Evans well out of bounds. And I'd love to see the replay. It'll be interesting. Does Arthur Smith challenge this?
75. Please wait for my ready for play 6.
All right, Adrian Hill has his mic on. You can turn that off. It looks like Arthur Smith is going to agree and not challenge it. You and I both thought he had controlled it and made a football move, but obviously not.
We saw one replay of it. Coaches obviously make a determination in their booth and then relay the information to Smith. Handoff to Foreman, running to the middle and then angled to the right. He is tackled at the 19-yard line by Rashaan Evans. So golden opportunity for Atlanta. They thought they punched the ball loose on a complete pass. It was ruled incomplete after the officials came together, and Carolina holds on to the football after the penalty on the late hit, now facing a 3rd and 16. Line of scrimmage is the 19-yard line. Carolina moving from left to right. Just underway here in the third. 13-3. Walker gets rid of it quickly, and it's dropped right through the hands of Chenault. Even if he caught it, there was going to be very little room to work with as Atlanta was ready for it, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, Darren Hall had his bead on Chenault, and he beats the block of Ian Thomas.
Who's that?
Ian Thomas.
Wow.
I'm assuming it's Ian, not Ian.
No, it's Ian, but I'll take it.
I'm going Ian because I-A-N. I mean, if you put a B and an R in front of it,
what would that be?
Ryan, so it's...
Exactly.
So I'm with you.
Johnny Hecker will punt it. Sorry, Ian. Tony's bigger than me, so I'm going to go with him. Avery Williams, the return man. High kick. Williams trying to get out of the way, and it bounces at the 28-yard line and then out of bounds. That's where they'll spot it for the Atlanta Falcons. 14-13 mark of this third quarter. Falcons take over. They trail 13-3. That was the first 3 and out of the night for the Carolina offense. 52-yard kick for Hecker.
Well, Atlanta got exactly what they wanted from their defense. They got 3 and out. And now their offense is going to have decent field position. Let's see if they can play good complementary football and pay off what the defense just did.
Pistol formation, Patterson behind Mariota, 2 receivers to the right. Handoff. Patterson tries to make his move. Now reverses field to the right. He's tripped up as he crosses the 30. Frankie Louvu has been excellent tonight. Ioannidis and Brown clogged the middle, so Patterson cut it to the right, and there was nothing there.
And that was another low snap. A number of snaps off target today for the Falcons from Drew Dahlman, the Falcon center. And the rain is coming down hard. The skies have opened up.
No doubt, Tony. This is a driving rain now here in Charlotte. These two teams trying to play through it. 2nd down and 7. Mariota. Pocket collapsing. He emerges out of it. Flag down. Mariota to the right. Stays on his feet. He's got a 1st down. Mariota crosses midfield, and he's finally tackled out near the 40. Penalty marker all the way back at the 38 in Atlanta territory. The pressure from Gross Matos.
Gross Matos had a chance to bring down Mariota. He had his hands on the jersey, tugging at him, but Mariota escapes and makes a nice run, big pickup. We'll see what the flag is.
Holding defense, number 8. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. Automatic 1st down.
J.C. Horn, bonus yards for Atlanta after the long run by Mariota.
Yeah, J.C. Horn's matched up against Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts makes a nice move to the inside, and Horn wraps him up around the waist. That's the right call.
So a 26-yard run. Add the penalty. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line with Patterson behind Mariota. Pistol formation. Mariota on a handoff. Patterson cuts to the right. Patterson to the 30. Patterson is banged down just short of the 25. Good blocks from Lindstrom and McGarry on that right side. They'll give him a gain of 9 on the play.
Yeah, McGarry, the right tackle, does a nice job of screening the end to the outside, and that's right where Patterson goes. And Patterson's a little frustrated because he thought he could get more. He gets tripped up. And boy, Ian, this rain is really coming down.
Yeah, it's legit now. First half, it was off and on. Never became a real issue, but you can tell this is now affecting footing, gripping the ball. 2nd down and 1. Algier in the backfield. Give it to him. Algier trying to get to the outside. He does to the left. Algier with a flag thrown right at the end of the play as he is banged out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
And I think they're going to get Parker Hess, the tight end, at the right as he's trying to work up the field, trying to seal the edge.
Arthur Smith is soaked and shaking his head.
Offense, number 46.
It is Hess.
Penalty, replay, 2nd down.
A converted defensive end playing tight end in his 2nd year from Iowa.
And he's trying to block the outside linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's grasping for anything he can.
Yeah,
First, he's around the waist, and then at the end, he's grabbing his arm, trying to pull him back.
So I don't think he was going to necessarily get called on the hug?
No, it wasn't the hug that got him. It was the grabbing of the arm and trying to hold on for dear life.
So he got away with the initial move, and they're going to back it up now to the 40-yard line. The officials still determining where the placement is going to be. 12-14 to go in this 3rd quarter.
And the official, the umpire, has the ball covered up with the towel, trying to keep that thing dry, but as soon as he puts it on the turf with this rain coming down, it's already wet.
Tony, I'm reading Arthur Smith's lips, and I can't repeat what he has said.
Yeah, it's a family show.
2nd and 14. Mariota throws under pressure, hits his man at the 35-yard line. Drake London, gang tackled with another penalty marker at the 49. They're going to mark him down at the 36. Combination of Louvu and Brown. Atlanta's moving in the wrong direction.
Yeah, Jake Matthews got beat inside by Brian Burns on a nice pass rush. Burns the conversation.
There's no foul in the play for illegal use of the hands.
So it will be a 6-yard pickup through the air.
Yeah, Burns was quite the commodity around the trade deadline. A lot of teams I think inquired. The report was the Panthers wanted 2 first-rounders for him, and that's a high price to pay. But Burns is a good pass rusher, and he had a really nice rush against Jake Matthews on that last play.
Pro Bowler last season, 16th pick overall in 2019 from Florida State. This is a 3rd and 9 at the 36-yard line, left hash. Mariota shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Mariota goes to that side. Mariota trying to buy some time, avoids 1 sack, and Mariota out of bounds at the 40. He just kept drifting and drifting and never had the angle to turn it upfield.
And he took himself out of field goal range, I believe. They had the ball at the 36. It would have been a 54-yard field goal. That's within the range. He's outside the pocket. There's no reason to run out of bounds. Throw it across the line of scrimmage, and you have an opportunity to kick a field goal. Now they're out of field goal range because the ball's backed up all the way to the 42.
So it's Bradley Pinion who will punt it. An empty trip here for Atlanta. Wobbler high in the air, bounces at the 7, and it is down at the 2. Falcons got downfield with Kadero Hodge. And the Panthers will be deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line, a 39-yard kick. Driving rainstorm in Charlotte, 10:46 to play. 3rd quarter, 13-3. Panthers. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
When COVID-19
they can help injuries if using or center and 7.
Bill Turkey obstacle course. Already entered the start. Approaching a time for the apple. That's the door. He's out. The cancer.
Furnished by staff.
Later on, we'll select the drive of the game, sponsored by Geico. Did you know that right now, whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance? Having a home is hard work, so get a quote at geico.com. Easy. Carolina, 1st and 10 at the 2, and somehow the rain has tapered off. From when we last left you to coming back now, it's basically a drizzle. 1st and 10, Foreman in the backfield, lining up in the end zone, movement on that left side of the Carolina line. Atlanta's defenders clapping, and 2 penalty flags.
False start, offense, number 79. Half the distance to the goal, still first down.
Ekwonu called on the penalty, so they'll place the football inside the 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a 1-yard penalty, but boy, you are really right on top of the goal line if you're the Panthers.
Walker on a give. Handoff. Foreman goes up the middle. Dropped after a gain of a yard. Penalty marker is thrown once again.
And that's a hold. You got to make sure, is that in the end zone? If it is, it's a safety.
And that's what the officials are determining right now.
And I think it's against Ekwonu, who, looking at the replay, I think it's just outside the goal line. It's going to be like, I think he grabs. Yep, the hold happens before he gets into the end zone. It's against number 95, Tyquan Graham, who beats him to the inside. And, boy, it's really close, though.
Man, if Graham was an offensive player, he was just breaking the plane.
Holding offense, number 79. That penalty's declined, 2nd down.
So they're going to line it up at the 2. They don't want to take the penalty, give them an extra down, and just back it up inside the 1.
That'd be kind of fun, though, because it'd be on the half-yard line. You're trying to get some points if you're the Falcons. You might have had a pretty good chance, but still. 2nd and 10 from the 2.
10:39 and counting left in this 3rd quarter. 13-3 Carolina. Panthers from the 2-yard line. A tight formation. Handoff. Foreman up the middle. Hole closes up quickly. And he is tackled after a gain of a yard and a half. Graham combining with Hall. 3rd down and long.
Well, Ben McAdoo, the offensive coordinator for the Panthers, trusts P.J. Walker backed up to drop back into his end zone and throw. I expect a run here, to answer my own question.
Was it rhetorical, or were you asking me?
It was a rhetorical that I decided to answer, so it's half rhetorical.
We're going to find out. Walker on a handoff for Foreman, running to the left. Foreman dropped after the spin move at the 8-yard line, well short of the first down. Michael Walker, the tackle, 5-yard pickup. Carolina will punt. So it got a little dicey, but the Panthers avoid the safety, and now Atlanta should have outstanding field position.
That's good football by the Falcons. Good special teams play. You down it deep in their territory on the 2. Defense gets the 3 and out, and like you said, Ian, they should get the offense should get good field position at this point.
Johnny Hecker, 11 years in the NFL, formerly with the Rams, won a Super Bowl with L.A. That was nearly blocked. End over end. Williams grabs it at the 45, makes his way across midfield to the right. Williams looking for some space, looping to the outside, and he is tackled along the sideline at the 42-yard line. Injured Panther, it is Ricci. Medical staff comes to check on him. He is lying on his back in the end zone, trying to block for Hecker. 9:01 to play in the third. That was a 48-yard kick, a 14-yard return. Atlanta will have the football at the Carolina 42 when we come back. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. And Getter for 60.
It's got audio books and a business added.
You start your saucering. Fred won't want to put a great deal during breakfast.
Station. Every Westwood One NFL broadcast streamed live for free. Catch all the action on the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. All sponsored by AutoZone. Free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes AutoZone America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone. First and 10, 9:01 to play in the third from the 42 of Carolina. Mariota in the pocket, throws too high over the head of Kyle Pitts. He had him wide open, couldn't hit him in stride.
Yeah, this has been the problem this year. I mean, Mariota has just been wildly inaccurate. That is an easy throw for an NFL quarterback. I mean, it's an easy throw for any quarterback. I mean, it's just a simple out route. Pitts is, actually, it's a crossing route. Pitts has about 5 yards of separation. Just hit him in stride and let him go run after the catch, and Mariota just flat misses him.
It has been a rough night for Marcus Mariota. Second down and 10. Mariota in the pocket. Fires. Incomplete. Should have been picked off. Flag thrown. Dante Jackson had it. Hit him once again.
I think they're going to get Dante Jackson for holding or pass interference. A lot of contact with Pitts at the top of the route.
Pass interference, defense, number 26. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
And for anyone who's wondering who is Mariota's backup, it's the rookie Desmond Ryder. You know, and you wonder what is going through Arthur Smith's mind right now with how poorly Mariota's playing right now.
Atlanta has it at the 31-yard line of Carolina after the penalty was called. First down and 10 for the Falcons. Pistol formation on a give. Algier veering to the right. Algier takes it to the 26-yard line. That's where he is brought down after a gain of 5.
You know, you think about the successful drives tonight for the Falcons. They've been assisted by penalties on the Panthers defense. You know, the pass interference there, a late hit earlier, they extended it.
Mariota's 9 of 16, 68 yards and an interception. Second down and 4, pistol with Algier. Give it to him. Algier, stutter step move to the right. Nice decision, Algier. Good vision, spin move, and he takes it to the 20-yard line. It's a first down. Marquand McCall got spun around, and Algier got extra yards after contact for 5.
Great cut off the center, Drew Dahlman, who is not getting much movement initially, but he's glued to his man the big defensive tackle, Roy, and that's right where Algier cuts back on, and then the leg drive is what really carries them to the first down.
Caleb Huntley is now in there. He sets up behind Mariota. First down and 10 from the 19-yard line of Carolina. 7:25 to go in the third. 13-3 Panthers. Give Huntley a blast to the right. Huntley breaks a tackle. Huntley's got a first down. He gets knocked right around the shoulder at the 8-yard line. It's going to be first and goal after the 11-yard rip by Huntley.
Well, this is the run game that we were expecting to see. And a big block by Michael Pruitt, who is one of the backup tight ends, and he really makes that play happen.
First and goal. Huntley the carry to the left, and there's nothing there. He'll pick up half a yard. Shaq Thompson was ready for him on the near side, so it'll be second and goal from the 7.
Yeah, that time to the left side, the offensive line went backwards. That was kind of what we saw early in this game, where the Panthers' defensive front was winning the line of scrimmage. Last several plays, it's been the Falcons winning it, and that's really been the success of this run game.
Cordero Patterson has 5 touchdowns in 5 games. He checks in. Motion man is Smith from left to right. Fake the handoff. Mariota looks. Mariota fires. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Drake London. The Falcons are right back in it. 7-yard strike from Mariota. Penalty marker in the back of the end zone at the end of the play.
Yeah, it's going to be a shot to the head after London caught it. But you talked about the versatility of London earlier, and that was the book on him coming out of USC. He's a big receiver at 6'4". He's working the back of the part of the end zone.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 25. The touchdown is good. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
And that's Xavier Woods.
And he's working against Dante Jackson, and he just uses his size, and Mariota makes a great throw. He throws it up high. It's a contested in-traffic throw, but where the ball is positioned, London can use his length and height to go up and get it.
So, extra point from Young Wei Koo. Trying to cut into this Carolina lead. The approach, Koo, he missed it to the right. It's just been that kind of night for the Falcons. They get the touchdown. They do not convert on the point after, and it's 13-9 Carolina. 6:15 to play in the third. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Fellas, it's time to stop treating your groins like America's intimate.
Barbeers. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, for a limited time, KFC's 2-piece drum and thigh combo is only $6. That's right, for just $6, you get the works. A tasty drumstick, a juicy thigh, a side of creamy mashed potatoes, a flaky biscuit, and an ice-cold medium drink. It's a real steal of a deal of a meal. KFC's $6 2-piece drum and thigh combo. That's finger-licking good.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. .com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/touchdown. netsuite.com/touchdown.
Back in Charlotte, let's check the drive summary. It's sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices, excellent customer service. The professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. 6 plays, 42 yards, took 2 minutes and 46 seconds. London on the 7-yard touchdown reception from Mariota. They missed the extra point. Penalty was called. They elected to take it here on the kick at the 50-yard line.
Well, you'd expect a mortar kick, and that's a really high kick. Keep it between the goal line and the 5-yard line and try to go cover it up and put them in poor field position.
Pinion does exactly that. He places it at the 7, Blackshear far side, and Blackshear is tackled at the 16-yard line. So it did work out the way Atlanta wanted it to, but the bigger issue is the missed extra point, and they trail 13-9.
Yeah, you wonder if Arthur Smith considered going for 2, and I'm not saying that because of the missed extra point, but in a tight game, points are at a premium. You go for 2 there because you're going to get the ball on the 1-yard line, and then it's a field goal, takes the lead, and that might be the difference.
Ball's at the 16. We still have 6:10 to go in this third quarter. A lot of football left here on Thursday night, the start of Week 10. It's a give up the middle. Nothing there for Chuba Hubbard, who has not been much of a factor here. That's a 2-yard pickup tackled by Timmy Horn on the play. A reminder that you can watch NFL Network and Westwood One announcers Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner each and every Sunday on NFL Game Day morning. That's 9 a.m. Eastern only on NFL Network.
And you're right, there's a lot of time, but I don't know if you've noticed, they're not really lighting up the scoreboard.
Let me check the numbers, Tony. You're right. 2nd and 7 here for Carolina. Offense at a premium. Walker, play action, fires it complete. Great grab. Marshall, after the catch, is still going across midfield. Finally brought down at the 38-yard line. Big connection for Carolina and a first down.
Terrace Marshall Jr. is going to line up on the left side, and he's going to work up the field. It's about a 14-yard in, and just really soft coverage and then poor tackling. He ran through 4 different arm tackles by the Falcons. They got to be better than that.
So they line it up at the 38 in Atlanta territory. That's a 43-yard gain. Shotgun here for Walker. Motion man Chenault to the left. It's a running play. Blast up the middle. Makes one man miss. Hubbard is finally tackled at the 30-yard line. Good blocks up front. Corbett and Ekwonu for a gain of 8.
Well, you think back to the swing pass to Chenault. It was actually a run that led to the touchdown. They've run that motion a number of times. They haven't gone back to it, but what that's doing, it's holding the linebackers. That time it held Rashaan Evans, so he has to respect Chenault. And so he's late getting back into the box, into that tackle box, and that's why there's so much space in there for Blackshear.
Blackshear has got good feet and strong vision. Beautiful juke move that he made on Jalen Hawkins.
Yeah, nice jump cut there against Hawkins. He's just working up the hole. Ekwonu has the kick-out block on a tackle trap against Michael Walker, and that's right where Blackshear goes.
2nd down and 2. Foreman back in there. Carolina on the move once again. Handoff with a flag down. Foreman trying to battle for the necessary yardage, and he won't get there. Needed just 2 yards. He does fall forward, so depending upon where they spot it, but the penalty marker is behind the play.
That's a hold.
Holding offense, number 70. 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
And, Tony, that's 8 penalties against the Carolina Panthers tonight.
Well, both offensive lines have struggled with getting called for holding penalties, and this time it's Brady Christensen, the left guard. He gets beat to the inside into the A-gap, and the penetration, it blows up the play, but he holds on, trying to make something happen. And sometimes when you're beat, you don't compound the problem by getting a holding penalty.
2nd down and 12. The rain is basically stopped. Walker from the gun. Looks downfield. He will gun it to Shi Smith for the grab along the sideline. Good enough for a first down. Working that right side, Smith came in with only 9 catches on the season. 6th-round pick out of South Carolina in 2021.
Yeah, it looks like they're in cover 2 that side. Isaiah Oliver is the corner. He's responsible for the underneath flat. But the problem is there's no receiver there. He has to drift. He has to get more depth to take that away.
Blackshear returns to the backfield. DJ Moore currently in the blue tent for Carolina. Spin move. Walker carries it himself to the right, just inside the numbers, and a pretty play to take it just short of the 15. He made D'Angelo Malone, the rookie out of Western Kentucky, miss and carries for 8.
Well, Malone reads it perfectly. It's a zone read, and he does his job perfectly up to the point of making the play. He just gets absolutely juked by the spin move.
Second down and short. Walker sends man in motion to the near side. It's Marshall. Sets up in the slot right. Handoff. Foreman. He's got a hole to the left. Foreman carries it for a first down. Falcons were trying to drive him backwards, but Foreman keeps those legs moving and will move the chains.
Yeah, this is a nice response by this Panthers offense after the Falcons took the ball down, got the touchdown. They missed the extra point, but made it a one-possession game, and the Panthers are trying to answer to extend the lead and get back to that 2-possession lead.
First and 10 at the 13 for Carolina. We hit 2 minutes to go in the third. 13-9 advantage for the Panthers. Shotgun. Walker on a gig, running to the right. Foreman cuts it upfield. Foreman breaks a tackle, and he's in! Touchdown! Deontay Foreman with the power. 12 yards for the score. Carolina goes in front 19-9. And Foreman jumps into the stands.
Boy, that is some bad tackling. And Foreman is all the way into the stands. He did not sit on the rail. He got in there with the fans standing up, flexing. And the Panthers are in man coverage. And Lorenzo Carter actually follows the tight end thinking he's going out for a pass, which I'm not sure what he's doing there. And that's why there's so much space off the edge. That's poor technique by Carter.
Extra point, Pinheiro, and he misses to the right. What is going on? A missed extra point for Atlanta.
Wow.
And a missed extra point for Carolina. So the celebration for the Panther fans is short-lived. Low snap. And it's 19-9. Panthers, 1:51 to play in the third. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Did you know a fire department responds to a fire every 23 seconds? First Alert is reminding you to be prepared by installing smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in each bedroom of your home. Don't forget to add First Alert fire extinguishers on every level, plus in common spaces like the kitchen, and know how to use them. Protect your whole home with safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com and Lowe's stores today.
It's pro time because at Lowe's, it's Provember. Save big with inventory you can count on, like Flex products or DeWalt power tools starting at just $99. Plus, Lowe's MVPs members earn up to 3 times bonus points per dollar on select items. Save all Provember long. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. MVP's Pro Rewards Program. Terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty Terms. Subject to change. Prices valid from 10/17/22 to 2/3/23 or until supplies last.
Jim Rome here. Why wait to save? Dell Technologies Black Friday event arrives early with select deals on top tech to power business productivity. The savings start now with up to 48% off performance business PCs powered by 12th gen Intel Core processors. Don't forget special pricing on the latest monitors, docks, and accessories, including free shipping on everything. So call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL for Black Friday deals. That's 877-ASK-DELL, 877-ASK-DELL.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Steve is intrigued by the paranormal.
Otherworldly spirits really make a house a home, you know?
Janice has different taste.
I'd like my house to not be haunted.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle home and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Steve and Janice found a renovated Victorian that's only haunted from 9 to 5.
Okay, wife's home. I gotta bounce.
Bye, Steve.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
Time to check the drive summary. It's sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve. 7 plays, 84 yards in 24 seconds. Foreman, a 12-yard touchdown run. They missed the extra point. Carolina now up by 10. Late stages, third quarter. Ball just fell off the tee. The wind was something that we discussed prior to the game, Tony. It's an issue, but it hasn't been quite the factor that we thought it was going to be. It's not swirling.
Yeah, it's not swirling, and it had nothing to do with those 2 missed extra points. Those are just bad. That's bad execution by both kickers.
Pinheiro kicks it off. Patterson, this is going to be over his head. He is 1 touchdown away from setting the all-time NFL record for kickoff return touchdowns. Iron Eagle Hall of Famer Tony Baselli here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Charlotte, North Carolina. For the go-getters who make sure jobs get done right, there's Grainger. Discover how Grainger can help you create a safer, more productive workplace when you call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. 1st and 10 for Atlanta at the Falcons 25, moving from right to left here in the third. Patterson in the backfield. Keith Smith to the right of Mariota. Motion man is Zacchaeus to the right. Fake the handoff. Mariota sidesteps, throws on the move. It's complete. Caught at the 42 by Zacchaeus. Spin move across the 45. Still going across midfield and finally brought down at the 48 by Shaq Thompson. Catch and run for Olamide Zacchaeus. A deep threat for this Falcon ball club.
Olamide Zacchaeus, he's a deep threat, but he looked like a power back there. Right? I mean, he catches it on the in route. It's a really good job by Mariota, avoiding the blitz, avoiding the rush, stepping up and delivering a strike. And Zacchaeus does the rest and gets a bunch of extra yards with some nice running.
Falcons trying to pick up their pace here. Algier in the backfield. Pistol formation. Mariota, handoff. Algier to the left. Algier spun down. Somehow stayed upright without going all the way to the turf, so it wasn't a total loss. In fact, he gains a yard. But Frankie Luvu combining with the veteran Damian Wilson to make that stop.
Well, Luvu tries to throw him down, but he kind of propels him forward, and Algier keeps his balance and ends up picking up the 1 yard. Otherwise, it would have been a loss.
2nd down and 9, 30 seconds to go in the third. 10-point lead for Carolina. From the Panthers 46, Mariota and the Falcons with Algier behind him. Trying to make a change here. 3 receivers off to the right, 1 to the left. Fake the handoff. Mariota in trouble. Mariota tries a shovel, and it's caught by Algier, but quickly tackled on the play by Ioannidis. Looked like Mariota was going to eat it.
Well, they brought the blitz with Corey Littleton. And Mariota is able to avoid Littleton, but in his avoidance, he goes right into the arms of Burns. And in desperation, tries to get rid of it, does, but it's still for a loss.
End of the third quarter with the Panthers in front of the Falcons, 19-9. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
Festivals, football, flannels. Some say fall is their favorite time of year. And this fall, there are now updated COVID-19 booster shots designed to help protect against COVID-19 variants. If you've had your primary series, schedule an updated COVID-19 booster shot appointment as soon as you're eligible. And don't forget to enjoy the foliage. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Thank you for calling Navy Federal Credit Union. How can I help you?
Hi, if I'm in the Army, not in the Navy, am I still eligible for membership?
Yes, you are.
What about my sister in the Air Force?
Her too.
And my dad's a Marine.
We serve all branches of the military, veterans, and their families.
My dog is a retired military working dog.
I'll see what I can do.
Find out if you're eligible at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Jane doesn't mind an apartment with no elevator.
5 flights of stairs is 5 flights of cardio.
Bob is a little less enthusiastic about stairs.
I hate stairs.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle renters and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Jane and Bob found an apartment that's a 4-story walk-up. And Bob?
Yeah, there's a freight elevator she doesn't know about.
What were you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
Join Westwood One for Monday Night Football this week. The Eagles host the Commanders. Kevin Harlan and Ross Tucker will have all the action beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern. Jason Horowitz gets it all started with the pregame show at 7:30. Tune in to find out who will join Jason as a guest on the Mercedes-Benz Vans Hotline. Want to unlock your potential? Open up a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, capable and versatile. It's got what you need to drive your ambitions as far as you want to take them. We start the fourth quarter here in Charlotte. Ian Eagle, Tony Baselli, the rest of our Westwood One crew, 19-9. Carolina leading Atlanta. Falcons with the football facing a 3rd and 16 from their own 47. Algier in the backfield, Mariota working out of the gun. 3 receivers off to the right. Mariota looks to his left, throws it up for grabs. It is nowhere near his receiver, Kyle Pitts. Incomplete. Coverage from C.J. Henderson, and it's 4th down.
Well, in fairness to Mariota here, the Panthers have an all. They're bringing more than the Falcons can pick up, and the pressure comes from Miles Hartsfield, one of their safeties. He gets in there free, and Mariota likes the matchup. He has Pitts one-on-one against C.J. Henderson, but he just can't get enough on it to give Pitts a chance.
Bradley Pinion will punt it. Shi Smith waiting at the 8. High kick off to the left. Again, he didn't get all of this. It dies at the 25-yard line and bounces out of bounds. So Pinion didn't allow the return man to touch it, but also didn't get much of the football off the kick. It's out of bounds at the 24.
Yeah, Pinion's having a rough night.
29-yard punt.
Not good.
And no rush.
And we had didn't he have a 31-yarder early in the evening?
That one went off the side of his foot. So Carolina with the football and the lead. 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 24. P.J. Walker once again getting the start for the Panthers. Handoff, Foreman, big hole, right side, flag down. Foreman carries a tackler with him to midfield. But that penalty marker was thrown just as he made his cut up the field at the 35.
All right, and that's going to go against the Falcons. The backs judge through it, and when back judge throws it, it's defensive holding.
Defense, number 98. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the result of the play. Automatic first down.
Yeah, 99% of the time, if you have that back judge, his job is to look at the pit, and he's looking at the defensive lineman. And what he's watching for is to make sure those defensive linemen aren't grabbing the offensive line and stopping them from getting to the next level. And that's the call. And so that big run's going to stand up.
23 yards to the 48 of Atlanta. Big night once again for Deontay Foreman. He gouged them 2 weeks ago. Handoff, Foreman again. Foreman gets slammed down at the 45 as he veered to his left. Hit by Taquan Graham on the play. But Carolina has run the football effectively. And this has been their identity tonight.
Yeah, and Foreman over 100 yards for the evening, 109, averaging 5 yards a carry. He's been outstanding, and give him a lot of credit, but give that offensive line credit as well.
He had 118 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns in the first meeting. Blackshear now replaces him. Motion man is Chenault. They'll swing it to him once again. Chenault with the grab. Had a touchdown earlier on this play. Chenault fighting for extra yards along the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds just short of the first down by the combination of Evans and Malone.
I mean, this is almost like a run play. I mean, just get him out in space. Easy throw, very low risk, and now the Panthers are going to hurry up and try to get this 3rd and short.
It is 3rd down and 1 inside the 40. Quick snap. Handoff. Blackshear, he's got the first down. Cut it right up the middle to the 36. Clock is moving. 13-14 to go in the 4th quarter. Blackshear celebrating as he heads to the sideline. And here comes Deontay Foreman once again.
Yeah, a nice cutback by Blackshear. He knows he's just got to get a yard, so he does a smart thing. Get north and south as fast as possible. He does, and he actually runs right over Rashaan Evans.
Foreman by himself in the backfield. Marshall motion man from left to right. 19-9 lead for the Panthers. Handoff. Foreman, nice jump cut. Foreman takes it right up the middle to the 27-yard line. Foreman got down low, and he has been tough to bring down tonight. That's a 9-yard gain for Foreman, and showing off the moves as well.
Well, he has great feet for a big man, 233, and he has an outstanding jump cut back to the right, getting north and south up in the hole. And remember, he replaced King Henry last year when he got hurt in Tennessee, and the run game kept on going in Tennessee with him.
And a similar style. Handoff to Foreman, and he is held up behind the line of scrimmage by Abdullah Anderson. So just needed a yard, didn't get there. It'll be 3rd and 1. Foreman just motioned to the Carolina sideline that he didn't want to come out. And he's not going to have a choice. Chuba Hubbard will check in.
Yeah, Anderson working against Austin Colbert, the right guard, and great job two-gapping. What that means, he just presses him. Colbert stands him up the line of scrimmage and sheds the block and gets the tackle.
They went with a quarterback keeper earlier. They're going to do it again with Walker. Push the pile. First down. Maneuvering for 3 across the 25-yard line. That means they get to use more clock and keep this drive alive. Marcus Mariota is watching from the sideline for Atlanta.
The opportunity here is if you can get this ball in and get a touchdown, make it 26-9, assuming you make the extra point, which is a big assumption tonight. You make it a 2-possession game. I mean, a 3-possession game, excuse me.
Jump. Question, was there movement on the left side of the Carolina offensive line?
False start.
The answer is yes.
Number 79, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Ekwonu, the bulldozer, 6'4", 320-pounder with the jump.
And this is a really important defensive situation for the Falcons. You have to force the field goal, nothing more, because you're looking at the clock, just under 11 minutes. A field goal still keeps it a 2-possession game.
Walker on a give. Blackshear plunging, grinding inside to the 25-yard line for a gain of 4. So it'll be 2nd down and 11. And Foreman will be sent back in. Timmy Horn will get credit for the stop. Foreman replaces Blackshear. 10:35 to play in the 4th quarter.
Well, the reason this is so important to force the field goal, because you start counting possessions. You know, this point in the game, you realize that you're only going to have 2, maybe 3 possessions if you're the Falcons.
2nd and 11. Shotgun here for Walker. Again, it's Chenault in motion. They'll swing it to him. Chenault with the grab. Makes his cut at the 25. Tries a spin move. And gets buried at the 23-yard line. Jalen Hawkins, first man there. So it's going to be 3rd down.
That's the 4th time we've seen that swing pass to Chenault. And they might have gone to the well one too many times, because the Falcons are saying, you know, and Dean Pease on the sideline saying, I've seen enough of that.
19-9, Carolina in front. 9:45 to play here in this 4th quarter. Set up with a shotgun formation, P.J. Walker. Motion man, Stephon Sullivan, the tight end, to the right. 2 receivers left. Walker in the pocket, steps up. Walker trying to run, throws, incomplete. He had Foreman open. It was a last-second decision as he was about to get blasted by Jarrett and Graham. And he came out limping just a bit as he'll walk over to the sideline, and now a jog. 4th down.
All right, he is very fortunate that ball's not intercepted by D. Alford. It went right through his hands. And Alford is very frustrated because he knows that he missed a huge opportunity.
So Pinheiro will attempt a 40-yard field goal, trying to extend the Carolina lead. Snap from Jansen. The hold from Hecker. The kick is good. 22-9. Panthers. With that field goal, Barbasol makes another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. 9:22 on the clock. We're in the fourth quarter here in Charlotte. The Panthers 22, the Falcons 9. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Do you know that most adults with autism are unemployed, and a major hurdle is the lack of job opportunities? Well, that's about to change, thanks to a new initiative from Autism Speaks, Lee Container, the J. Donald and Laurel Lee Family Foundation Fund, and Delivering Jobs, that seeks to create a more inclusive workforce in the U.S. Lee Container is a family-owned business that has found success by staying true to the golden rule: treat others as you would want to be treated. There are hundreds of thousands of people with autism and people with intellectual or developmental differences who are ready and willing to work in our communities. Our coalition is committed to hiring an inclusive workforce, providing training for hiring professionals, and providing guidelines for all employees. Together, we can create a workforce where people of all abilities can contribute and thrive. Will you join us? We are inviting other businesses, institutions, and community leaders to join in. To learn more, please visit autismspeaks.org/employment.
Furnished by the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
The mission of Paralyzed Veterans of America is clear: accessibility. Veterans who have served and sacrificed the best of themselves deserve access to the best our country has to offer. Access to meaningful employment. Access to the veterans' benefits they've earned. Accessible homes and vehicles. And access to every part of their communities. With PVA staff working inside VA hospitals, no other veterans organization has provided more real-time, ongoing support for paralyzed veterans and their families. PVA is proud to serve veterans across all branches, all generations, and all conflicts. Our nation's heroes fought for your independence. Join PVA in fighting for theirs at pva.org.
This Sunday, the NFL debuts in Germany. Brady and the Bucs battle Geno Smith and the Seahawks live from Munich. Sunday, November 13th, 9:30 a.m. Eastern on NFL Network, streaming on NFL Plus, or listen right here on Westwood One. Return by Patterson, a yard deep in the end zone. Will take it out to the 20, stumbles at the 25, and he's tackled at the 27. So the Falcons have 9 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock, but they trail 22-9. And they have not mustered a whole lot of offense, and the rain has picked up.
I was going to say, look what's back. It's the downpour again, and so it's going to add an extra challenge to Mariota and this Falcons offense, who has had enough issues all on their own. They didn't need this rain coming down like this when it's a must drive for them.
Caleb Huntley in the backfield. He will release out, so they go empty with Mariota. Step and throw. It's hauled in over the middle by Michael Pruitt. Tackled after the grab at the 33.5-yard line by Luvu.
You know, just nothing's easy for the Falcons. Even that it should be an easy pass right in the middle, right over the center, 6-7 yards down the field. But that ball's behind them and high, and Michael Pruitt has to go figure out and contort his body to make the catch.
It's a 6-yard gain. They have 194 total yards tonight of offense. Once again out of the gun, it's a running play. Big run. Caleb Huntley angles to the right, and he's got a first down. Out to the 47.5. Pick up a 15. One of the better running plays we've seen tonight.
Yeah, nice job by McGarry, the right tackle, blocking down, sealing, and allow Huntley to come right off his rear end.
Handoff. Up the middle it goes. It's Huntley once again. And he is in Carolina territory. Block from Lindstrom along with Matthews. It's a gain of 6. Second down and 4 from the 46 of Carolina. We're down to 8 minutes to play. Fourth quarter. Shotgun snap. Mariota. Huntley lines up to his left. Mariota to throw it. He does. The ball glances off the defender. Incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended target. And another opportunity for Carolina. Shaq Thompson broke on the football.
Well, Shaq Thompson should have picked it and would have been a pick 6. Mariota never sees him. He wants to go to Pitts the whole time. He's staring him down, and Shaq Thompson's reading him from his middle linebacker position. And he breaks on it. And I bet you between the two teams, this is the third or fourth dropped interception tonight.
Third down and 4 from the 46 of Carolina. Tyler Algier in there. Pistol formation. 3 receivers left. Algier will now release to that direction. Mariota moving to his right. Tripped up in the backfield. He just tosses it, and it's picked off. Down the sideline, Hartsfield. Hartsfield to the 25, to the 20. He's got the angle. Pushed into the pylon. Touchdown, Carolina. The question, was Mariota down?
Adrian Hill is at the spot on the 49 saying, hold your horses, everybody in Carolina and Charlotte. Mariota was down, and he is clearly down.
Yeah.
He's laying down.
Yeah, his
back's
derriere was on the ground, and Mariota just chucked it in the air. Somehow, it was actually one of his better throws of the night.
That's not very nice.
No, but
it's not very nice.
Truthful. And Carolina is not going to get the touchdown.
And they're going to go for it. They need to with 7:40, 2 possessions, need 2 touchdowns. Arthur Smith knows he's not going to get very many more chances.
So it's 4th down for Atlanta.
And I think Steve Wilkes is going to call timeout. Make sure they're lined up with the right defense, right personnel. There was some confusion out there, and it was actually the Panthers secondary saying we need a timeout. J.C. Horn was very unhappy with their defensive formation and where everyone was getting lined up.
Iron Eagle Hall of Famer Tony Baselli here in the Grainger broadcast booth in Charlotte. On the job MVPs like you rely on Grainger for supplies and solutions for every industry. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by one of 250 Grainger branch locations.
And if you're Arthur Smith, I mean, your goal right here should be get a matchup against Pitts, the tight end. Kyle Pitts is their best player on offense. He's not been utilized very much this season. He's not got the connection with Mariota, but he is a matchup issue for any defense.
It is 4th down and 10. 7:36 to go.
They're showing blitz, Ian. The Panthers look like they're coming after Mariota.
Shotgun. Rush coming. Mariota is devoured. Back at the 38-yard line, Brian Burns. Spidey gets to the QB. And the Falcons have been firing blanks all night. Loss of 8. That is definitely a Pepto-Bismol upsetting moment. Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast 5-symptom relief. For nausea, heartburn, diarrhea, or upset stomach. Use Pepto-Bismol fast relief when you need it most. 7:32 to play. Carolina in control. They've got a 22-9 lead on the Falcons. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
O'Reilly.
Don't miss See Better, Drive Safer month at O'Reilly Auto Parts with great deals on wiper blades, headlight bulbs, and more. Right now, get up to a $20 gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of select Sylvania bulbs. Plus, get double O Rewards points with your purchase. Prepare for the weather ahead during See Better, Drive Safer month at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
You can't get much for $5 these days unless we're talking Wendy's Biggie Bag. It's everything you ever wanted in a bag. You can get your choice of a double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken BLT, plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink, all for just $5. Now that's value without compromise. Oh yeah, did I mention it's just $5? Still, for real, for $5. Really, still $5. Get your Biggie Bag today. U.S. price and participation may vary.
At the United States Postal Service, we're here to deliver fast and reliable service to help you get holiday ready. We offer free package pickup and deliver free shipping supplies to your address. So whether you're in Garland, Texas, Rudolph, Wisconsin, or anywhere in between, we're making it easier for you to spread festive cheer this holiday season. USPS, delivering for America. For all your holiday needs, including info about free shipping supplies, free package pickup availability, and restrictions, go to USPS.com/holidays.
Hurry into Ram Power Days and experience the raw power of the Ram 3500. With available best-in-class torque and towing among 350 3500 pickups when properly equipped. Strap yourself in for one powerful ride in the Ram TRX. With the most horsepower of any gas pickup ever built. Or the Ram 1500, awarded #1 in driver appeal among light-duty pickups by J.D. Power 3 years in a row. Hurry into Ram Power Days going on now. For J.D. Power 2022 U.S. award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Carolina Panthers at 2-7 wins this season over New Orleans and Tampa Bay. Both of those wins have come here at home. They're trying to get their third win of the season. They've got a 22-9 lead. Handoff to Foreman running to the right. And he's bottled up at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 1. Richie Grant combining with Grady Jarrett on the play. Clock is moving. 7:18 to go in the fourth.
Well, expect a heavy dose of Foreman now if you're the Falcons, because the Panthers are going to use every bit of the play clock. And I'm surprised they broke the huddle so early. Still 15 seconds on the play clock, and P.J. Walker needs to stare at that thing and snap it with about 2 seconds left.
Give is to Foreman, trying to get to the outside, and he's tackled in the backfield by Rashaan Evans. Foreman upset. It's a loss of 3 on the play. So it's going to be third down and long here for Carolina. 6:37 on the clock. 22-9 Panthers.
Well, the Panthers, I don't care what the down distance, you still run the ball here because the clock is your friend. And they actually snapped at that last play, Ian, with 7 seconds. And that's not smart football. Take every second off the clock. Because right now it's you and the clock against the Falcons.
Clock is at 6. At 5, motion man Chenault to the right. They're going to throw it to that side. Catch is made by DJ Moore. Spin move by Moore, and he's got nowhere to go. Tackled at the 40-yard line by Ebiketie of Atlanta. So it's fourth down.
And that's a good job by the defense, getting the 3 and out. You still give your offense a chance to go get a quick score. You have all 3 timeouts if you're the Falcons, and so still plenty of time. But you're most likely only going to get 2 possessions, so you have to be perfect now. You got to score touchdowns on both.
Avery Williams, the return man, standing at the 9-yard line. Johnny Hecker will punt it. The snap by Jansen. Pressure. Hecker goes down. It's a clean punt. Bouncing at the 7. Trying to save. And the Panthers have done it with Sam Franklin Jr. getting down the field. The ball will be spotted at the 4. You can't do it much better than that. A 36-yard kick. So the Falcons will have a long way to go as Franklin went airborne and saved it before it bounced into the end zone. 5:18 on the clock. 22-9. Panthers in front. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
What's worse than calling your groin your junk? Treating it like junk. Respect your pubic region with Gillette Intimate. Gentle and easy pubic hair care from America's #1 trusted men's grooming brand. Gillette, the best a man can get. Buy now at Walmart.
Barbasol Shaving Cream is available in 5 fantastic flavors to customize your close shave. Whether it's original, soothing aloe, or Pacific Rush, there's one for every face. Find your favorite Barbasol today. Barbasol.
Hi, I'm Capri, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Girl Spicy Deluxe is the chicken.
They actually put it on the grill, cooked it in the sauce. It's definitely a good grilled spicy sandwich.
Hey, I'm Michelle, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is it's spicy and it's full of flavor. When you pair that with the Kale Crunch Salad, it's just good.
Order a grilled spicy deluxe sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Why do challenge flags only exist in football? Think how useful they'd be in real life. Like when you're positive it's not your turn to walk the dog. Challenge flag. The neighbor's kid says it wasn't their ball that dented your car door. Challenge flag. Your friend paid you back, but you definitely don't remember that? Boom. Challenge flag. Imagine settling a disagreement with an instant replay. Why isn't the world like that? I guess it's because it's technically impossible. But it's nice to dream about. You know one thing no one would ever challenge? Protecting your home and auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers.
Right now at Wendy's, start your morning with the $3 breakfast deal. Choose between the bacon, egg, and Swiss croissant or sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant and get small seasoned potatoes for just $3. Featuring fresh cracked eggs, oven-baked bacon, or savory sausage and hot and crispy potatoes you won't want to put down. It's got it all and it's only $3 because behind every great deal at Wendy's is an even greater breakfast. Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Don't miss all the NFL action next Thursday night on Amazon Prime Video. The Tennessee Titans meet the Green Bay Packers. Of course, you can also hear Thursday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 Eastern on many of these same stations on the NFL app or online at westwood1sports.com. Fake the handoff. Mariota sets and throws. He bounces it in the direction of Kyle Pitts. Incomplete. Tight coverage, C.J. Henderson on the play.
But it's good coverage. But that ball was 5 yards short. I mean, it was not even close. Didn't give his big tight end a chance to go fight for it. I mean, Pitts is a much bigger man than C.J. Henderson. That's 10 targets to Pitts. 7 targets, only 1 catch for Pitts today.
Mariota has been under 150 yards passing in 5 of the team's 9 games. Mariota, high throw, caught on the far side by Drake London, and he's brought down at the 10. So it's a gain of 7. Mariota may have a tough time cracking 150 tonight.
Well, if they want any chance of winning this game, he better get over 150 because they're on the 10-yard line.
He's at 110 right now.
Not good.
3rd down and 3. 4:45 and counting left in this fourth quarter. Panthers have a 22-9 lead. Falcons in jeopardy of dropping to 4-6. Mariota out of the pocket. He will run for the first down and more. Tripped up at the 20. It would have been bonus yards, but Frankie Louvu made sure that Mariota didn't get more. 13-yard run for Marcus Mariota. Timeout called at the 4:27 mark because of an injured Panther.
Yeah, Louvu got the shoe top of Mariota. And if he wouldn't have done that, you're right, Ian. There was at least another 10, 15 yards for Mariota to pick up.
Dante Jackson is down on the turf. He was pointing towards his left ankle. So the athletic training staff is checking him out. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Thursday Night Football. Jackson is up on his feet. He is limping off to the sideline on his own power. And Keith Taylor will step in to replace him. Mariota is the leading rusher for Atlanta. 3 carries, 42 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 23. Clock now rolling with 4:20 to go. Mariota, shotgun, rush coming. Mariota steps up. Mariota dumps it off to the near side. Algier with the catch. And he is quickly tackled for a loss on the play of 5 yards. Mariota took a pop for Ioannidis.
Well, all kinds of pressure on Mariota there. That's not his fault. But we talked about him not cracking the 150 mark. Losing 5 yards isn't going to help him do it.
Second down and 15 at the 18-yard line. 3:49 to play. Low snap once again. Mariota handles it to his left. Mariota avoids it, throws across his body, and it's caught at the 39-yard line on the near side. Good grab by Demir Bird over the shoulder. Out of bounds.
All of a sudden, the pressure is starting to ramp up, and the rush is getting after Mariota, but that's a heck of a throw, and nice body control by Bird.
So, first down at the 39. Out of bounds with 3:41 to go in the fourth. Mariota steps and throws. Catch and curl by Bird, and he works it to the sideline along the right. Out of bounds, short of the 40. And another first down for the Falcons.
Yeah, the key thing there is getting out of bounds because the clock is at 3:34. And remember, they need 2 touchdowns for a chance to win this thing.
2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Here's Mariota, dials it up. Deep shot, going upstairs. Kyle Pitts, juggle and a grab. Excellent catch at the 25. In between the hash marks for 14.
Well, it looked like he almost lost it for a second. He goes up, and he has 2 hands that go up. He goes up with both hands, but only with his right, and he hauls it in as it bobbles up against his body.
They swap out receivers to the left side, 3 to the left of Mariota. He looks that way. Mariota looking for it all. Wide open. End zone. Touchdown. Kaderil Hodge. And the Falcons are battling back with 2:56 to go. It's 22-15. That's a 25-yard dime for Mariota.
Well, that's a busted coverage by Keith Taylor, the safety. It looked like they were in split safety look, and Taylor has responsibilities for his deep half, and he gets caught looking inside. There's no one in there. And just wide open is Hodge. That's an easy throw and catch.
It's Younghoe Koo on for the extra point. He missed one earlier. Kick on the way, and it's no good. He pushed it to the left. This is bizarre. One of the most fundamental plays in football has become difficult.
And then here's the deal. It would have been a 6-point game. Now is a 7-point game. If the Falcons can get a stop and go score again, you think there'll be a little bit of pressure on Younghoe Koo as he has to make an extra point to tie it? I mean, if you're Arthur Smith, you might actually think about going for 2.
Let's see if we get to that situation, but he's missed 2 extra points. Koo's a good kicker. He went to the Pro Bowl in 2020. Led the league in scoring. He came in perfect on point afters tonight, 22 of 22. It's been very strange. And there wasn't a whole lot wrong with the operation. Arthur Smith just rolled his eyes in shock.
Well, he's 22 for 24 now.
Yeah.
It's 0 for 2 tonight.
So Atlanta is going to kick it off from left to right with Pinion. And he'll drive it, and Falcons are going to trust their defense to get it done. The ball rolls in the end zone out to the 25-yard line, 2:56 on the clock. Falcons have all 3 timeouts remaining. It's a 7-point lead for Carolina.
They can stop the clock 4 times. They got the 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. So they need a 3 and out. A first down really hurts them in a big way. But if they get a 3 and out, Mariota and that offense is going to have plenty of time to try to go and tie it up.
Walker under center. 1st and 10 at the 25. 22-15 Carolina. Handoff. Foreman knifes his way up the middle. And they're going to whistle the play dead as there was a push from the defensive front. 3-yard pickup for Foreman. And one of those timeouts will be used right now with 2:50 to play. Stay up to date with Westwood One Sports by following us on Twitter. In-game highlights, direct links to listen to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. It's all just a click of the follow button away. That's Westwood One Sports on Twitter.
And Arthur Blank, the owner, of the Atlanta Falcons has made his traditional journey down to the sideline, sitting on that Falcon sideline watching his team and hoping this defense can get one more stop and at least give him a chance.
Foreman in the backfield, 2nd down and 6. 2:50 to play. Handoff. Foreman is wrapped up by Rashaan Evans. Evans made that play right as Foreman got the football. And another timeout call. 2:46 to go.
Evans unaccounted for. They're loading the box up, and he does a good job, man. Foreman's not an easy man to bring down. We've seen that all night. But Evans, surprised he didn't go low there. He stays up high, but wrestles Foreman to the turf.
He was a first-round draft pick for Tennessee. Titans let him go. He signed basically a minimum deal, 1 year, $1.75 million deal, a prove-it deal here with Atlanta. 3rd down and 7 at the 28-yard line, 2:46 to play. Will the Falcons defense give the offense a chance? Hubbard in the backfield. Shotgun formation here for Walker. Motion man Moore sets up to the left. Walker with a rush coming. Gets rid of it. Nearly intercepted. Richie Grant got his hands on it. And it's 4th down. That was almost a brutal mistake by P.J. Walker.
Ian, is that 4 dropped interceptions tonight? Because this is another one where Richie Grant, he does a great job from the safety position. He's reading the eyes of P.J. Walker. He breaks on it, and he just drops it. I mean, that's not a hard catch.
High punt, Johnny Hecker. Caught by Williams at the 25. Williams to the 30. Right along the numbers. He dives forward to the 34-yard line. Damian Wilson makes the play on special teams. So Marcus Mariota and this Atlanta offense will have 2:33 to work with. Trailing by 7 points. 22-15. The ball spotted at the 28.
And they saved one of those 3 timeouts because of the incomplete pass stopped the clock. So they have plenty of time and decent field position.
Their last drive took 23 seconds for Carolina. It's a handoff for Williams, and he's got nowhere to go. Trying that left side, Derek Brown was prepared.
Yeah, trying to catch the Panthers in a pass rush situation, thinking they won't be ready for the run, but Derek Brown with the swim move against Lindstrom beats him at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 11, a loss of 1. Zacchaeus, motion man to the near side. Low snap, Mariota out of the gun. Rush coming. Mariota fights through it. Mariota trying to buy time, and he's got to eat it. Back at the 24. Marquise Haynes gets to the quarterback, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A loss of 8 on the play. Luvu provided the initial surge, and that forced Mariota to get out of the pocket. And then Haynes did the rest. 2-minute warning. 22-15. Panthers leading it. You're listening to Thursday Night Football on Westwood One.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital. Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal in just 1 dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com. I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
A dedicated crowd that has dealt with the rain and the elements. They're trying to cheer on the Panthers to the finish line. 3rd and 19 for the Falcons from the 25-yard line. Algier in the backfield. Mariota uncorks. Incomplete over the middle, looking for Zacchaeus. Woods had eyes on him. And it's 4th and 19 for the Falcons' last gasp.
Boy, I think Zacchaeus was a little bit hesitant of reaching out and trying to make a play. He felt Woods coming. I'd like to see a little bit better effort from Zacchaeus. Could have been a better ball as well, but did not lay out for that ball.
It is 4th down. Mariota in the pocket. Mariota is sacked, and that's going to do it. Marquise Haynes will put an end to this one. Marcus Mariota, a frustrating night, and it ends in fitting fashion for the Panthers D.
Yeah, Haynes Sr., I don't know what McGarry, the right tackle's doing, Ian. He doesn't even kick set to him. He's worried about Derek Brown on the inside, and he just lets Haynes a free rush. Algier's on the other side, tries to come help out. That's a McGarry. That's his man.
And it's the 5th sack of the night for the Carolina defense. 1:50 on the clock. Falcons have 1 timeout remaining. It's a handoff for Foreman. Runs inside to the 15-yard line, and a timeout taken with 1:45. He picks up 5 yards. So no matter what, Carolina's in field goal range, so they can extend their lead to a 2-score game. And Atlanta cannot stop the clock at this point. This was the last stoppage for the Falcons. Arthur Smith staring up at the clock and recognizing that this is a lost cause.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Now let's not give the Panthers the field goal. We've seen a bunch of missed attempts tonight.
Nothing is automatic.
Nothing.
That has absolutely been an issue here on both sides. 2nd down and 6. Foreman in the backfield. They give it to him. Foreman launches himself just short of the 10, so he's going to come up a yard short of the first down. They get the first down, and the game is officially over. Needed 6, picked up 5. 30 carries, 129 yards, and a touchdown for Deontay Foreman.
Yeah, he's had a really nice game. We talked about it earlier 3 weeks ago when these two teams met. He had 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. Followed that up with even more yards on the ground. Only 1 touchdown tonight, but he's been outstanding.
3rd down and 1. Walker on a give. Foreman has got the first down inside the 5. Penalty marker thrown, though, at the 12.
You get holding on the offense.
Holding offense, number 79. 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
Oh, that is rough. Ekwonu called on the hold. Foreman started to celebrate, indicating that he just put this game to sleep.
Yeah, Ekwanu's trying to pick up the linebacker, Sean Evans, who's in the B gap right between him and the guard, and he's late getting down, and he definitely hooks Evans and drags him to the ground. That's the right call.
Again, Falcons have no timeouts remaining. 10 penalties for 89 yards against Carolina. Foreman stays in there on a 3rd and 11. Run it to him. Foreman makes a cut, and Foreman runs into a wall at the 19-yard line. Michael Walker, first man there, so the clock will roll. There's a 13-second difference. Play clock to game clock. Down to 40 seconds on the game clock, 24 seconds on the play clock.
Well, and Steve Wilkes is going to let this thing go all the way down to 0 and then call a timeout. And then most likely he'll send out Pinheiro to try to extend this to a 2-possession game.
Down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds on the play clock. Wilkes has the official right next to him, takes the timeout as it hits 1. So 14 seconds left on the game clock. Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal.
And this would officially make it over. Well, I guess not officially until it goes to triple zeros, but
Foreman thought it was done. He thought he had the first down. Atlanta would not have been able to stop the clock, but the penalty has given the Falcons a reprieve. And Pinheiro on for a game-sealing field goal. This will be a 37-yarder for Eddie Pinheiro. Couldn't get it done 2 weeks ago when these two teams played. Atlanta won the game in overtime. Kick on the way. Pinheiro knocks it through. The Panthers take a 25-15 lead with 10 seconds left. Well handled by Steve Wilkes. Carolina will improve to 3-7 on the season. The Falcons will drop to 4-6. A very damaging loss for Atlanta.
Well, and Tampa is in Germany playing the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are a good football team. Tampa has struggled this year on offense to score points. I don't think it would be a huge upset for the Seahawks to win that game, and if they did beat the Buccaneers, the Carolina Panthers would be one game out of first.
Well, we mentioned that at the top of the show.
I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, Carolina came in at 2-7. This has been such a rough season. Head coach fired, coordinators fired, quarterbacks benched, and here they are, potentially a game out of first place. Kickoff is rolled, and it's going to be scooped up at the 10-yard line by Keats. Kickoff is rolled, and it's going to be scooped up at the 10-yard line by Keats.